from Bitmart to my Coinbase wallet. I think that's the right thing
So
to do, right?
let me try to guide you through this because I have Bitmart. So you go to Bitmart. I mean, you have to go to your
You are
Coinbase
in
wallet.
luck. I can help.
Okay, you you go to your Coinbase wallet and you copy your Saitama address, right? Once you have your Saitama address, you go to Bitmart, and then you go to your assets, which is the lower right. And once you are in your assets, you go to Saitama, and then you click withdraw. And once you click withdraw, you paste the address there. And then you want to transfer all. That's when I ask you, and then just click withdraw, and that should do it.
Thank you. And the reflections would show if they're in the Coinbase wallet, right?
Yes, you will start gaining reflections by the second, by the minutes in Coinbase wallet. In Bitmart, you are not gaining anything.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Win Bitmart.
Guys, we're doing amazing, guys. We're at 500 listeners right now. We appreciate it. We love the community. We thank you for staying on and listening. Again, if you guys please just press the little feather on the bottom right. Keep pressing that button. Keep inviting your friends, family, and colleagues. Let's keep it going. Let's have a good night, guys. Come on.
And say at Saitama Guru at the same time.
Facts. At him so you can come in the room.
Matt, how you doing tonight? Matt Kindred, are you there? Or Kinder? Hey, Matt, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I actually just wanted to butt in because I just did what he needed to be done from Bitmart to Coin Wallet. I just did it about 20 minutes ago. So
There
I was
you
trying.
go. Walk through my man over there.
Yeah. So basically, on Bitmart, all you're doing is going to the Saitama. You're hitting withdraw at the bottom, and it's going to ask you for the address. You go on Coin Wallet, copy and paste your address over to Bitmart. And it's basically as simple as that. It's going to send it over. It takes a little bit of a fee, though. It's going to take out, a decent amount, not too much. I transferred over like 20 billion coins, and I lost like 4 or 5 billion of them. But it transfers it over. All you got to do is go to withdraw on the bottom in the assets on Saitama on your Bitmart, and just copy and paste your address from your Coin Wallet in there, and it'll send it right over. I literally just did it about 10 minutes ago. Because my Bitmart, I live in New York, and for some reason it was letting me trade. And as of today, it blocked me from doing everything. So everything was stuck on there. And I had to withdraw it all to Coinbase Wallet. So that's what I did for everything. I just lost out a little bit.
Matt, I appreciate you taking the time to do that.
Bitmart charges 12
Thank you.
to 15% of your tokens when you send in your Saitama. They will charge you 12 to 15%. It depends on what is trading at that time. Whatever the gas fee will be charging at that time, but they will take up to 12 to 15% for transferring your tokens.
Katie, are you there? Katie?
Yeah, just it's kind of, but yeah, I'm here.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Listen, real quick, I just have a question in regards to what they were talking about, the Bitmart and Coinbase wallet. So usually I use Bitmart because for me it's faster. I can just buy USDT, transfer it to Bitmart, and then just buy what I need to buy with like $15 fee or whatever. But my question is it better for me to transfer it to a Coinbase wallet? I don't use Coinbase wallet, but I do have an account with them. I tried it once trying to buy something in Uniswap. I kind of didn't get it, so I just dropped it. But people keep telling me like, oh, well, Bitmart doesn't have reflections. I mean, is that a big deal, or is it okay to just leave it in Bitmart? And, at the end of the day, if let's say Saitama drops 3 to 4 zeros, it won't even matter. I can just, sell it and just send it to, Coinbase normally just so I can send the money to my account, example. But, what's better, Coinbase wallet or Bitmart in that regards? because I don't want to lose a couple billions like the other guy, you know, something like that. If I could just leave it on Bitmart, because for me, Bitmart still technically works. I'm in Florida.
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. Not financial advice, but I would minimize my losses, bro. So if it's working for you and it may not be showing reflections, personally, I feel more comfortable leaving it there rather than losing like a quarter of my stash. You know what I'm saying? Personally.
Yeah, I really can't touch on it because I don't use Bitmart. I wish I could help you out. Crypto Alert, you want to give them any advice?
I mean, Bitmart has been doing me good. Honestly, I have no problems with it. I do notice that when I click withdraw, it gives two types of fees. Sometimes if you get it like really early, like around 4 or 5 p.m., the fees kind of double. For example, if it says 200 million, it will take you, and you have, I don't know, 20 billion coins, then that's nothing. But then all of a sudden at night, or I don't know, like a 4 or 5, it'll tell you, I don't know, instead of 200, it will tell you 1 billion. So it's kind of like depending also on the day, I notice, or at the moment in time, you know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Listen, we gotta be quick here. So if you have a question, we'll try to answer it. We have like a line of like 10 people. So
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I appreciate the help.
yeah, absolutely, man. Have a great night. Okay. Task, what's up, bud?
Yo, what's up, guys? Shout out to the Wolfpack. I saw the news. I wasn't able to get on these spaces earlier today, but
how excited are you?
Hey, man, I was excited, man. I was with my girl, and I kept telling her everything that's going on. She's just listening to me ramble on, bro. She's probably annoyed. But
dude, I think all our girls who don't know what Saitama's about are annoyed. They're like, "Will you quit talking about this Saitama?" Test. They won't be annoyed once it hits where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But hey, I actually got a call right now, but I'm gonna hop back in the space. I was just gonna ask.
You're cutting out, Task. I gotta drop you. All right, buddy. Come back up or raise your hand if you want to come back up. SD, how you doing tonight?
Hey guys, this is Sakshi here. I was listening, like you're talking about the Bitmart, but I'm joining. I'm doing the trading on the Bitmart as well, and I'm not getting any reflections either. But I heard like you can have reflections after 1 month or something. Is that true?
So I'm not the best person to touch upon that because I do not use Bitmart. So I apologize. And if anybody as a speaker knows anything about those reflections with Bitmart, please feel free to answer.
I want to say we can't answer that question, but we can say I've heard rumors about they were starting them a week ago, and if you got them every month. But you don't take my words, please. I'm just spreading what I heard, so to help out.
No, I understand, but thanks. I was searching about it. They said like you get reflections after every 1 month or something. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait for that.
With Bitmark, you get your reflection every 30 to 33 days holding the tokens. But however, your reflection may be different from if you are in a decentralized wallet, like if you have one of the MetaMask or Coinbase or whatever the wallets you have, it will be different because the way their reflection works is based on the transaction on their own exchange, not not really on the volume that is done by the entire transaction of Saitama, if you understand what I mean. So somebody with MetaMask wallet might see more reflection than you that you have it on Bitmark exchange. So it's not really a Saitama issue, but it's mainly for the exchange.
Thank you for the answer. Yeah, I understand. I think my next question is not related to Saitama, but is that possible I can ask?
Absolutely.
I actually bought the Mononoke coin as well, and I'm not really sure what's happening. Like, because I'm getting so much rumors, like it's a rug pull or whatever.
Rug.
I don't have the option for send or receive or anything. So I'm just confused what's happening exactly with that token.
So we really can't answer on another token. I would.
No, I understand. That's why I just waited before I
it's worth
asked.
a shot. No,
never mind.
We're not in the right place to say anything about anything other than Saitama right now. And we don't want to touch
No,
upon
I
anything.
understand.
But honestly, I would just do your best research, and if you feel truly in your heart that it's not the best project for you, then I would pull out. You know.
Sure. No, I actually tried to pull out as well, but I don't get any option for send, receive, or trade either on the Coinbase wallet. So I just got confused, like what's exactly happening. But yeah.
I apologize. I wish we could help you out.
No worries. Thank you.
Have a great night.
Yeah. Bye.
Shaka Feltron, what's up, guys?
Yo.
Yo.
Shaka.
What's up, Shaka?
Y'all got us coming in like we Ebony and Ivory around this bitch. I'm sorry.
Craig,
excuse my tone.
Craig Carm, what's up, bud?
No potty mouth.
Yeah. we got like
if
30
Guru
minutes.
If Guru does come, guys, we got to keep it professional. I'm just saying. If he does come.
He's
What's going on, everybody? And apparently we thought that was the Saitama Guru one, but I guess it's not. So I was unprepared for that to be a chat of people trying to get the Saitama Guru into the chat. That was interesting, for a lack of better words.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh, do you have a playback on? You have YouTube open?
You hear it double?
When I was speaking, I do. Now I don't.
Okay, I don't hear anything double. Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught that, but I think they just said we should send Saitama Guru a message to try to get him in here. So I don't think that's like an official thing or anything like that. At least I'm starting to not think so. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I was struggling trying to find the Twitter space.
Yeah. So did anybody else hear any official information or of where RUSS was going, or any announcements or anything of the sort? Because I know he did say he was going to do a Twitter space. He already spoke on Discord. Okay, so he came on briefly. So he's just gonna just randomly pick these platforms, huh?
Well, all right then.
So what did I miss, guys? Since he spoke in Discord, what did I miss that he said in Discord? Yeah, Omar didn't know either. I thought he said Twitter space, so I've been kind of lurking around for a Twitter space. So you are not the only one that did not know that part. I guess it was a sneakered.
So were you in the Discord while he was talking? Was anybody in the Discord? Did anybody happen to hear what he said? Kind of fill us in?
Yeah, please. If so, please, and thank you. Give me 2 seconds. I'm almost done with the screen.
You're good, brother. Corey Carson, what's good? Yeah, did anybody take notes? That'd be awesome. Unfortunately, I did not, because I was not there. I was expecting and waiting for the Twitter space, just like the rest of us. Saitama Wolverine, he said our fighter assured him that he is going to knock the opponent out on Saturday. That's what's up. Definitely like to hear that. Corey said, I was looking for the Twitter space too. Just heard about it. Just heard about the Discord. All right. That's what's up. Baron says, every fighter says that. Miss J said, general discussion about the new contract, the event this weekend, adjustments to the advertising due to attacks. All right. Longbeard, how you doing? But yeah, so it looks like we were all looking for a Twitter space, and unfortunately, we missed him in the Discord. Sean, how you doing, man? Omar said, I think this fighter is for real. He has so many knockouts. He is a machine for sure. That uppercut he has is deadly. Man, he has knocked a few guys out with that uppercut. Last time I saw a documentary on about him, he was new breed. They're working on MetaMask. Lily MetaMask to buy event financial education and attracting new investors to Saitama long term. BL said Tank Davis is nice with the hands. Yes, sir, he is. Whether he wins or not, I want him to sashay our wolf logo in the ring. Nelson, what's good, brother? How are you doing? Miss Nicole, how are you? Yes, please don't forget to hit that like button. Most definitely. Looks like we got 71 people in here, and it looks like what, 20 likes? So let's definitely get those likes up. So if you haven't already, let's go ahead and hit that like button. Get those buttons, get those likes up for our main man, Cuffing the Dip. DJ Lando, they should announce where and when they're going to speak, or just stick to one place. Yeah, make it a little bit, little easier to find them. Fabian said, "Oh Jesus, I hope Tank don't lose on Saitama night. No say the mask and a loss. LOL. No." A1 Collectibles, what's good? How are you doing, brother? Yes, ma'am. Wolfpack, the beautiful Alexa. Omar said, hit the like button if you want Russ to call out Satoshi Kosuma at the ringside, the ringside for a bare knuckle fight. Wow. I'm a money man. What's good? What up, Fabian? Miss J said Russ wants to be the first to have a successful metaverse platform, beating out Facebook and others. Wow, that's a big task. I like it. Saitama Empress, how are you doing? I just got to say thank you for this the lip balm and the beard oil. Definitely appreciate it. It came in today, so I'm excited to get to use it. Right, Omar. No hate for shit. Christine, how are you doing? Yeah, Cuff right now is handling up, probably handling one of those little kiddos he's got over there. But yeah. Ship is our brother. We embrace him with open arms. Yeah, we win together. Most definitely. We win when we all work together.
Yeah, Justin, this ain't like no regular screen. They made this like Where's Waldo.
Oh man. They got you over there working for it, huh? Big O Drive, what's good, man? Hope everybody is having a fantastic Thursday evening, Thursday morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Shoot, it might be Friday for a lot of you. Where's Marky Mark at? I haven't seen Marky Mark today.
Like Justin, you mind pulling the chart up?
I can do that, yes, sir. All right, there you go, brother. Wolverine says we welcome Ship Brothers to invest in both and win bigly. Yes, win bigly. Where's Cuff's cartoon? He's just a dot. I see Cuff cartoon. Cuff got a lot of people hoping that you are feeling better this evening.
Just a little bit, not too bad.
Apparently, everybody can just see a dot. I see your actual cartoon, but some people are saying they only see a dot on your chat, on your picture.
I don't know. I'll look at it in 2 seconds. Hold on.
What y'all think about the next announcement going to be Sunday? Besides showing Saitama up front, showing Pride up front. You know, I'm not 100% sure. You know, it could be a handful of things, but I know it's going to be a big, whatever they said is going to be historic and big. So speculation is not something I'm really good at. I try to connect the dots as best I can, but without jumping to jumping to any conclusions. Says I think the next announcement is a combination of 2 entities that will become one. I think. It looks like a moon on top of Justin. Huh. That's new. Never heard of a moon on top of me. Yeah, Fabian, I'm definitely expecting something big. What that is, that's the question we got to find out. Chad definitely gets very creative with the speculations. That's for sure. I didn't miss anybody. Miss J, I got to the AMA late. Russ was already done with the bombs. I was chatting. Then I found out it was a voice chat. There you go. Oh, what's good, man? Yeah, we definitely need Marky Mark here to keep guessing. He seemed to be doing pretty good yesterday. So Tumble Wolverine says, we are going to partnership with, if we're going to partner with Mayweather and such, we would appreciate a tweet or two from Mayweather about Saitama. Yeah, that'll happen. If that's all, if that's part of the if he's under the contract and all that, for sure. Diego Drive says, can't wait for Saitama to drop. I don't think it will do much for the price, but it will kill a lot of fun. I think it'll do a lot for the price, actually. Right, Omar. Omar said we bought out McDonald's. Yeah, right. Is Jay Cowboys going to win? Let's hope so. Last I checked, they were up. So that's a good sign. Like I'm so far up in the chat. Like crypto.com listing coming. I've been saying it forever since I seen the partnership where we're just like Saitama. There you go. Appreciate you, Sean, for the update. Looks like a lot of people wouldn't mind the crow listing. Third shift drip, what's good, man? It's a balls in a bowl. He said partner with Amazon would be cool. That would definitely be cool. Yeah, well, let's not get into more trouble, so we'll be all right. Amazon partnership will just devour 2 to 3 zeros. You think that quick, huh? You think just off of that? Andrew said, I said a while back the Crow listing would be equivalent to a Coinbase listing. I can definitely see that, especially here in the United States. Jay Johnson, question, does the staking add to the amount of tokens in circulation? Where does the extra tokens come from? The extra tokens come from the liquidity provided. So they're not adding more to the circulating supply. They come from the liquidity. Yeah, no co-stream. The co-streams were really to help me get to monetization to get to my hours. So it's a little confusing having two chats up with two different streams going. So man, we got me to monetization. So now we got one stream, one chat. We don't have to worry about anything else. So we're ready to rock and roll. Kind of makes it a little less confusing. Make sure I don't miss anybody in chat.
Justin was on fire yesterday. What were you on fire with, Justin?
What was I on fire with? I'm not sure what I was on fire with.
About to say I didn't know. I don't know, man. Finally got that.
Hey, Jay Johnson, you're very welcome. You know what's crazy is that we didn't know the answer, but we ended up going and finding the answer together one day. So very, very happy and it's wrote it down in my notes. So that's one reason why I take notes, so I can have answers like that for y'all. Doc said, "At Justin, I think Russ gave us a clue in the first line of his tweet. Believe that Saitama logo around the ring. Just a thought? Something to think about for sure. Saitama logo around the ring.
Intriguing. Definitely intriguing, right?
But definitely. I would definitely wouldn't mind seeing the Saitama logo just all around the ring. Instead of having just one fighter come out, you get it out there on every fight. Be cool.
Oh, definitely.
Minion Steve says, I think it's much bigger than that. I was on fire this morning. Man, it was good. It was a good morning this morning.
Oh, it was.
I might have got on a little bit of a little tangent, a little rant for just a second. Nothing crazy.
What about?
Oh, nothing crazy. Just I honestly don't even really remember what we were talking about. But I kind of went off into it. So whatever it was, it really got me this morning.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's good to know.
Crypto Maniac says, "Come on, let's not set ourselves up for disappointment. I'm in for the surprise element. I like the surprise element as well.
I like that. I like that part too. Surprises are always good. Most of the time the surprises are good. There are bad surprises, but in this case, I think it's a good surprise that we should accept the information for what it is."
Jay Johnson says, "I don't think people realize how big this is already. What other token is doing this? What other 6-month-old token is doing this?"
Not too many that I know of.
Exactly.
One that's been striking my interest though. In the meantime.
Yes, I absolutely do not like surprises. I can't stand surprises. But some surprises are okay.
The closest thing to this one I'm seeing is probably this one. And I think this might be our next best thing. Out in smoking, guys. Let's see how this thing. It actually lost a 0 yesterday, and actually gained it back. But it is gaining a lot more traction. I'm starting to see, and people are starting to notice it. That and the fact that the developer actually doxed itself with its passport. There's been it's actually been some fun that Saitama is actually incorporated with Impact X2. But I've actually found out that with due time we might actually figure out if there's any grounds to that.
Yes, sir.
So gas fees are insane. Alexa is not lying, guys. So the devs are on the Twitter space now. Which one? The one we just left? Are you serious? Is that the one? Is that the one, Ben? The one we just left?
I still have it up.
Pop it up.
Maybe your name was on top of another one, and you were included. So
Chat, let me know if y'all can
but
hear
I'm
that.
gonna unblock you. I want to
Thank you,
unblock.
sir.
Yeah,
They hear it. They know
so that
that.
we can participate in this humongous
I just
run
can't
for
hear it on
Saitama.
my end.
But if you guys want me to share my knowledge, I will be able to share it to you now. Is that
Absolutely, sir. Please go ahead.
okay? First, good evening to every Saitama Wolfpack. Aaron and Saitama Princess, I think.
Thank
Danny, co-host, and Doc. Yeah, he's a friend of mine, and I've seen him first. I've seen him here in Las Vegas 2 times already. But you know what, guys? Here on market cap, this is my perception. Okay,
Yeah.
the market cap is not really a factor, and that one has been proven time and time again with Doge and Shiba Inu. Okay, on SHIB, I was on SHIB. Okay, I hold around 3.5 billion coins on SHIB, and then what happened was, you know, I just have to move on just like anybody else. Okay, it's a great company. Okay, but I have to move on, so I only hold bones now, bone token, and I'm locked into that one for until January 2022. And I still have a couple of SHIB, maybe 2.5 billion, but it's on staking too, and that one will be due on March. But anyway, let's go back to Saitama. On market cap, it is not a factor for cryptocurrency. The reason for that one is I came from the stock market and I've been trading call options for over 20 years now. Okay. And market cap is only for companies that report income. If you are reporting income quarterly, every 6 months or yearly, you have to report that one, and that is the computation for market cap for the price of your share. Okay. But on the cryptocurrency, nobody's reporting. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Solana. No, everybody's not reporting an income basically. So Saitama over here is in a very unique situation. All right. And the reason why, I'll tell you the reason why I'm in Saitama, but talking about the price market cap, it doesn't apply. What's going to happen is, as somebody else was talking about a while ago, it's supply and demand.
Is this the one you
If
guys
the
are saying that the
supply
devs are speaking in?
is up there, but then the buy keeps coming in for demand.
Are they
So
talking
when you are
about Bud being
in
in debt?
Dexters, you have to look at the liquidity and the volume.
Yeah, just real quick. That's what I was trying to figure out. So this were the devs actually in this chat? You know, you gotta wait for the longest to, for those long pauses. You gotta love that long interaction pause.
So they like Doug said, Bud's internet is a little better when he doesn't have to have video as well. So It helps.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. And oh no, Ryan. AOL. Oh, so what? So he had AOL out of nowhere.
1692 Target is not.
Yeah, it's starting. I can hear it a little bit. That wang. Wings out a little bit. And nah, Miss A, it's no particular reason. To my knowledge, the internet just it's horrible.
Right. I told Bud to get a Cat 6 cable connection to Justin. There you go. Come on over.
Yeah. I think that was like episode 1. I was here and there. That was like episode 1 when he, I think that was like his first time coming on explaining market cap. I'm surprised he's not about the word. Hilarious. You gotta love him.
Yeah, apparently Bud shares the internet with the Las Vegas Strip. So apparently there's a lot of users on the Strip, as we know. We were just there not too long ago. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be brutal.
What?
Having to share Wi-Fi with the Strip?
Well, you would think it to be pretty strong coverage over there.
Yeah. It was like that was like episode 1, 2. You know what I mean? His initial intro to kind of getting people to understand about the difference between why things shouldn't have a market cap applied to them. All right, you're wrong, bro. Oh my god, yes, I definitely remember that fine. I definitely remember that fine. Hilarious days.
Omar said, here in Amsterdam, we have fiber wires under the ground in every house. Huh.
Dude, fiber is the way to go as far as internet connection. So, kudos to you.
Sounds like Amsterdam got some strong internet connection then.
Yeah. Fiber. Yeah, they're definitely up there. And there is a fake RUSS live stream going again, guys. So if you guys want to spread the word on that one again, man, that's getting kind of ridiculous. Getting kind of ridiculous, guys.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna get some more material prepared, you guys. But I have been, like I told you guys, I have been looking into Impact XP after the transfer over of the contracts and everything, the dev docs in itself, and them having a couple really solid use cases to them. So that, and I don't know if anybody saw that chart actually yesterday. That U-turn kind of attracted me there.
Yes, sir.
So I'll definitely have some interest with this one. Like I said, got to keep in tune to see if there's any incorporation between Impact XP and Saitama deeper than them being on the SATA mass at all, period. So I guess we'll travel down that rabbit hole at some point, guys. But man, I can't wait to Impact is actually where Saitama is. To be real.
Doc says, you know, we are trending when fake videos Saitama has made it big time. Facts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, everybody knows that Saitama is becoming mainstream, and now the information got introduced that that boxing match is incorporated with it. So it's getting real out there, guys, and we're gonna have probably more imitators along the way, and a lot of other things. And there's also going to be things and companies that get incorporated with us that end up making money with us. So gotta got to keep looking out for those things.
Yes, sir. Wolverine says, I don't know about Impact, but I'm definitely interested in Lily.
Yeah, this is the one I actually awesome to hear, Cuff. I grabbed a small bag last night. That's what I like.
For sure.
Yeah, you read you read that one, of course, because you're Justin. Right next to it.
I started reading it and then it popped up, I guess. My bad.
Yeah. I spread positivity, not the hate. But yeah, most definitely, Saitama Wolverine, you might want to look into it and do your homework like I plan on doing myself.
Definitely.
And, I'll definitely have some information for you guys. Maybe even get into it enough to get an AMA or something for you guys so that you guys can actually feel a little bit more secure. But definitely. I told you guys I don't touch anything unless I'm quite confident behind what I'm saying. So
yeah, exactly. They gotta go through a process of and pass all all the questions we have and pass the checklist pretty much. So that anything that's talked about here is going to be at least well researched.
Yeah, and also if you do plan on grabbing Impact XP, grab the right contract address. Because I've been noticing that the Impact X contract address has been moving. People have been putting money into it. So guys, you want to make sure what you want, you know what I mean? Definitely want to make sure you're buying what you want. But like I said, say some Wolverine both, of course. Anything that's going on the State of Mass is of course going to strike my interest. But given that we have had a couple issues on the back side, I do additional homework on top of the homework that's been given to me just so I can verify that everything is on the up and up. That's just for my sake and my sanity. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it definitely helps you sleep at night when you've done your research, you've done that due diligence, and if you believe in that project, it definitely helps that sleep at night. I mean, you're not worried about if a project's going. If you wake up in your project, that dollar amount is going to be gone. So
yeah, but I'm definitely gonna gather as much information as I can and see what I can provide for you guys as far as info. Like I said, maybe even an AMA, especially since this is I feel like since this is one of the tokens that we know for a fact is going to be on the State of Mass, I think people would like to know that this is a solid token, especially since it's going to be on the State of Mass, and it has a lot to do with Saitama's credibility. So
for sure.
So I would like to bring people back to the light because I know there's FUD all over the place and people like fudding it up. So if I can bring as much credibility to Saitama as possible by letting them know that the projects that are going to be on the State of Mass are solid projects, then man, let's go ahead and get that research done, and we're going to let you guys know the nitty gritty and the download, what's really going on behind the scenes. So just so you guys can feel comfortable with what we have going on. So remember, that's what me, Justin, and Vern, all of our main goals were. So
exactly.
Somebody's got a hell of a build. 6.2 turbo.
Due diligence is important. Adam was taking a beating from viewers. Now he's doing a better job at his as the gatekeeper. There you go. Yeah, it all comes down to what. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was going to say the thing is like people look for the information, especially from credible sources, and if they feel like you're a credible source, they're going to go off of. And sometimes they don't do as much research as they should, but sometimes I feel like they do research and they saw the same things you saw, good possibilities. I am overly deep diving anything that I touch now, just because of things that have been going on. So I understand that. But what were you about to say, Justin?
The same thing. You definitely have to vet. You definitely have to do your research before you go out and put your name, stamp of approval on anything. So I definitely think that Adam is doing a great job of learning from it and doing a better job nowadays of actually having that process in place. So kudos to Adam for bouncing back and taking those blows, because the internet is not a fun place sometimes,
especially when you're in no.
Yeah, so especially anytime you're involving financial situations and stuff like that, man, it is not a pretty place. As we all know, the internet is ruthless. So the fact that Adam is back and still going and still doing content, creating content, man, that kudos to him for sure.
Yeah, definitely for doing his thing out here in these streets, man. Because that could definitely make a lot of different people feel differently about doing so, or maybe not be wanting to do it as much, because people are something else nowadays. What's going on, Mindy?
Miss Mindy, how are you doing?
How you feeling? How are you feeling? What's going on, BZF? What's up? What's up? How you feeling today?
BZF, what's good, brother?
Yeah, and definitely thank you for the contract address update there, Mr. Dannon says. Helping a lot of people, especially don't want anybody to lose money unnecessarily.
For sure. Yeah, you can actually get that contract straight from Miss Mindy's page. And Vern coming in with a $20 super chat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it's 179 thing in its world.
Yeah, you know, remember there's only
I know what he's saying. Yeah. There's 179 things you can control in this world. Ja.
No, thank you, me and Steve, for coming a member there, my brother. Things are about to get really interesting as far as this channel and how we shake things up a little bit different here.
All right, chat. I just posted in the chat the contract, which is straight from Just Being Mindy's page. So that is the official Impact XP contract.
Vern, if that comment was jogging, I'm pretty sure he'd missed it. And what's going on? How you feeling today? Hey,
how you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? They are inviting you to the Twitter space, Cuff. How would I do that? Hold on, let's am I still tuned in?
I often see the fact that most of my numbers is wrapped around the same projection that you bring out, and sometimes it may be like maybe one of.
It's a TA Palooza, I think, out there. Is it? Is that what's going on?
I'm not real sure. It says, fellas, you were just mentioned on the Twitter meeting with the Wolfpack members. Cuff, they are inviting you and Justin and Vern to the Twitter space. I just heard Cuff, great times ahead. Passports ready. Yes, ma'am.
Indeed. Yeah, we start our fun venture tomorrow. I like doing my homework. But we definitely start our fun adventure tomorrow. I'm excited. Y'all better jump on. But it's wait. Jump on what? Are you talking about the Twitter space? You guys must want to hear it, so I can toss it on for you guys. I have absolutely no issue doing that. Let's
case. Before he sees this stuff, he will be in a bathtub, with fire lights, like candles and all this stuff burning around him. Then he will start projecting these numbers, and when we do the TA,
Minion Steve
the numbers
said
always
Wolfpack.
look alike.
He
So my
said a cup
question
and
to you
emoji, a
is,
Vern emoji.
how
He said
and
pretend
what
there's a
do you
just a man
do
emoji. Yeah,
when
one
you
day
see these
maybe I'll
numbers?
get an emoji. One of these days I'll send a
Thank you
picture
very
that
much
actually
for that
fits and works.
enlightenment and question, actually.
So
And you're
one day.
right. I'm not the only one who has these visions. Okay, because
I honestly I
these
forget. It's like the
visions
last thing I think
come
about is like an
to a
emoji.
person. just simultaneously. Okay, I've been doing charts for over 20 years. Okay, but on 2011 is when I really figured it out, because I can see lines that the computer is not calculating. No, we all use computers, but the projections that I see is different. It
Man, a
is
lot going on. Chat's
really
moving.
weird, because if I look at the chart,
Wow, Omar.
and in less than 2 minutes, I can project a
You just been
short
talking
term,
away.
mid-term, and long term
We'll take
target.
for a couple seconds. So what is
And then,
exactly that they
and I did it with GameStop on the stock market. I did it with
Alexa said she wants
Apple.
a passport for Christmas. Yeah, I need to
And
get a
these are the
passport
ones that I
myself.
traded. Okay, Apple AAPL. I
Yeah, that's
entered at
not
112.
like
I
that. But
projected at 140, and it hit it a couple of months later. Okay, I
somebody
did. I was in the squeeze for GameStop,
going in.
GME. I entered a call option of $8 at the time. I sold it at $20.
Hey, tell them when they want us to holler at them. Just go ahead and send a line. That's I think we're just now reaching episode 4.
Oh man.
We are just now reaching episode 4 of the Buzz Story.
We might have to expedite. Get that passport as fast as possible. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Vern hit those bud emojis.
Okay, this is that's different.
They're saying Russ is in the house.
I'm so dead. I'm just, you know what I mean. If I go back and forth from this again, I think
if you just want to share my screen, I have it up.
Set up and
Is that
paperwork to get
mine?
together before I got to fly out to
there
go
we
to LA for the weekend. So, but I just wanted to at least come in for a few minutes and go over a couple things. But yeah, I had the entire weekend planned. We got meetings and we got this huge event that we're doing. We got a ton of marketing and a ton of different opportunities that we're looking at while we're down there. So I'm meeting with a ton of people, and of course, a lot of it's a lot of networking and a lot of promotion and a lot of great stuff for Saitama. Of course, we had to be kind of a little bit cryptic about our messaging and our promotion and how we're going about doing what we're doing. So I hope you guys can kind of read between the lines a little bit. I'll leave that up for the community to kind of see what it is. But when anybody that has any experience in business and education and promotion and specific to events like this, there's a lot of different entities involved, and that's kind of the reason why it took so long for us to kind of get things together. It's not that we dropped the ball on anything. It's just the nature of the business, right? When you have so many different companies and corporations and entertainment avenues and entities working on a singular project, it becomes difficult. So especially in stuff like this, everything is a promotion, right? The guy holding a Slim Jim, in the camera is a paid promoter. The water bottle is a promotion. The everything like that, it comes down to that. So we had to, of course, redline the contract a bunch of times. Press release, we had to do a bunch of different times, and really at the end, we're like, let's just simplify it. We'll leave it a little bit cryptic, and we'll just kind of let it be what it is, and allow people to see what's coming firsthand, right? So it'll be kind of one of those things that you guys just have to kind of tune in and watch for yourself. That way we don't get into any legal obligations to where things can come back and hurt us. So as you guys all know, Saitama has a huge target on our back. For whatever reason, people don't want to see us succeed. So everything that we do moving forward, we have to just be extremely cautious in what we're doing. Because if something happens negatively from a legal standpoint, everyone is going to suffer, right? So we want to make sure that we are holding our cards right and that we're doing everything by the book. We're being transparent about it. We take advice from our legal team on every single thing we do. Everything that we do, every move we make is all extremely tactical. It's all very well planned out and thought of, and even more so, it's safe. And that's what's most important, because we can't think of ourselves and the company. We have to think about 265,000 other people. Like, how is that going to affect them? Right? We're not gambling with house money, right? We're gambling with everybody else's money. We're trying to grow this thing so we can all be wealthy. We don't want to take the wrong step in the wrong stride and do something silly to jeopardize that, right? So sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating, and it's frustrating to me too. So the best thing that we can do is just be careful and cautious and moving forward. And especially now, as you guys see, for every positive thing, there's a negative thing that comes about it, and it's not from anybody in the community. Like, I'd never think that. It's most of it is from people that aren't even Saitama holders, right? They're not even part of the pack. They're just people out there to create FUD. And I would venture to say that 99% of them are probably paid from a third party to do so for whatever reason. I don't understand what what they're hoping to achieve, but it is what it is. We got a huge target on our back. But it's like shooting a BB gun in a freight train. It's going to have no effect. We're just plow right through it. But we still have to make sure that we're doing things cautiously and, more importantly, legally. So we left it a little bit open-ended and cryptic for you guys to kind of figure out. But you'll see as the days progress and as we get weekend, things will be a little bit more clear to tune in and see it. But it's a huge marketing aspect to us, and what the stuff that we're doing now, not even just coming for this weekend, but everything that we have kind of rolled out and the things that we're doing and working towards. This isn't small time stuff, right? We're not making a YouTube video. We're not we have billboards in New York City, like we did that right at Times Square, but we're not doing that small time stuff, right? The stuff that we're working on and doing now, the partnerships we're creating, the joint ventures we're working on, the business opportunities and pillars we're creating inside the community and for the company is next level stuff. That's like top 5 crypto. That's the head of the game. We're no longer in that meme category, right? We're doing big boy moves now. So with that, puts us in another dimension in the crypto space, right? We have to be much more cautious. If we were just like a starting out coin, we can get away with a lot of stuff because nobody cares. If we were a brand new token out there, we could do things half-assed. We could throw stuff together and do it however we feel like, and there really wouldn't be any ramification because there's not enough big enough eyeball on us that nobody cares. Like, oh, these guys they'll be gone tomorrow. Nobody cares. But we're huge. We're a big company, and we are in the spotlight. But when you're in the spotlight, that creates a lot of attention, and that paints a huge picture and a huge target on you. So we're starting to see. So again, we're just being very cautious in what we're doing, and we actually, having like, oh, we're gonna have something to put out by Monday. Realistically, I thought we'd be able to put something out to you guys on Sunday, which then turned into Monday, which turned into Tuesday, and I'm like, Jesus, come on, give me something. But from now on, I think the best thing moving forward is just to flow everything for one single entity through our main channels, be a little bit more direct and very coordinated with our efforts and what we put out and the information that we do put out. It will be much more clear and concise. We don't want to, it's hard for me because we have so many amazing things that we're working on. I want to tell you guys all about it. But I think probably the best thing for us to do now is just to get done and then kind of hit you in the face with it. You know what I mean? That way we're avoiding any kind of confusion. People are like, oh man, I just want to know, which is great because it kind of intensifies it, but I don't want to be put in a position to where, minds start to wander and like, man, I'm waiting in anticipation. And then you get people that are let down and it's just a big, troublesome issue. So yeah, we'll kind of attack that. And the things that we're doing, right, we're kind of setting the framework and we're pioneering the crypto space in general right now, what we're doing. There isn't a mock-up or an example that we can go by and be like, okay, well, these guys did it this way. It seemed to be effective. Let's try to mimic what they did, right? And like everything that we're doing and continue to do is first generation, right? It's first of its time. Nobody's done. So not only are we paving the way, but we're also trying to kind of recreate the crypto space and set standards for people moving forward. So as you guys will look back 5 years from now and you'll see new coming coins that are, prosperous and they have a lot of stuff going for them, they'll try to mimic what we did because we're the ones that pioneered it, right? We set the standard. And I think with that comes a little bit of envy and it comes a little bit of hatred at the same time because we're changing the space so much that people find that as a threat. Like, man, these guys are really changing the way that we look at crypto. We're changing the perspective of investment on a digital platform. So anytime you're in the face of something new and something that really throws off the tradition and what people are used to is what's called the norm, it's threatening, because there's been a lot of people in this space that have made a lot of money on kind of preying on the weak and preying on the unknowledgeable, preying on people that don't have a full understanding of what crypto is. So now that we're fully doxxed and transparent, people are like, hang on a second, this is really going to throw a wrench into what we've been doing for the last 6 months to a year. How can we can't compete with that? You know what we should do is we should try to sabotage it so they can stop it, because I don't want to lose my mojo, right? I don't want to have my way of life be threatened by these new guys coming in and setting a way higher standard that we can't conform to. What can we do to stop this? So that's how we got to kind of look at it. And I don't really get on Twitter a lot to like kind of, I don't know, communicate or read a lot of the comments and stuff. I just don't have time, not because I don't want to, it's just because I have so much other stuff going on. I come on and like put up updates and stuff. But sometimes when I do, and a lot of it, don't get me wrong, 99.9% of it is all positive. And you guys are all amazing. I love you guys all. And it's amazing. And it's most everybody is so appreciative. And that means a lot coming from us and the developers. But there's always 1%. You got something negative to say, and I just keep scrolling past it. But if you actually look at it, they're like ghost accounts. They got one follower, and they probably, it's one person that's got 10 accounts, and these people were probably paid by somebody else, I don't know, to spread this kind of negative information around. Anytime there is something that needs to be addressed that I feel is or maybe a red flag to the community, like you guys know me well enough by now that I will come out publicly and say, hey, there's been some confusion about this. Let me go ahead and get in front of this now. Let me address it, ask her, answer any questions, and move forward in a positive light. But, we're still, molding this company into what we want it to be. So there's going to be some hiccups along the way. But long run, like, we're doing things right from what I see. And we're doing things that are not only innovative, but really, like I said, going to conform a whole new crypto space when we're done. But that should be the standard. I feel like the stuff that we're doing is pioneering a much more safer environment for everybody and educating the public. And like I've come on and said many times before, is we don't want to siphon money from one coin to another. Like, how is that beneficial for us? It's not. If one coin is doing well, and they're pumping their 5x, 10x, maybe they have something good. They got a new. We don't do everything, right? There's a lot of good coins out there that do things that we do not, and they could be a good project. Why would I want to siphon money from them to take it to us? I don't, because what's going to happen when we start to do a downtrend or we're in a little bit of a lull? People are going to sell our coin to go to the next 5x, 10x, right? That's not investing. That's just moving your money around. And you can be prosperous in that aspect, but you have to live on these charts. So you got to watch this shit every second of every day and time it and hope that you catch the dip or hope that you buy at the right time and hope you sell at the right time. And it's exhausting, and I'm exhausted as it is. I can't imagine doing that all day. But what we want to focus on, more importantly, bringing in new investors and new money into crypto. And how do we go about doing that? Is by having marketing, having the education, right? Giving people the warm and fuzzy to then invest their money into cryptocurrency. Because right now, the 1% of the world, right, that invest in crypto, they know the risks, they know the rewards, they see the benefit, they see the future in digital currencies. But the other 99%, they're like, oh, I ain't messing with that, man. That's crazy. I'm going to put my money in my bank, or I'm going to invest in my IRA or my CD, or, in real estate or whatever, which is totally fine. But, this is the path, right? Cryptocurrency is the path of success. And it will be the new dominant era. It will take over a lot of the traditional fiat. It will replace our traditional banks. It will do this. It will do everything. So how do we get people on board to really capitalize on that, right? We educate them, but we want to educate them in the right way. We want to give them a good opportunity. So people that invest in a solid project like Saitama and they get in, they don't have to worry about getting rubbed, right? They don't have to worry about getting scammed. They don't have to worry about anything. They know that their money is safe. And even if they invest it today and it goes down a few dollars tomorrow, they know that long term their money is safe. They're going to make money. And they know that they don't have to watch it and follow up on everything and know, like, man, I don't know. Is Saitama gonna, are they gonna? Is it a scam tomorrow? Is it a scam? I know what's gonna happen. And I don't want people to have that perception of crypto. We don't want to get people in to investing in crypto for the first time and have them think that it's not a safe environment. And people, maybe their first experience like investing in crypto, their buddy told them, "Hey, go buy this random Inu coin," and then it gets the rug pulled on it 2 days later. You really think those people are going to throw some more money at crypto? Like, man, I had a shot, right? I put in $100 because Bob told me to, and I lost it within 24 hours. I ain't never doing that stuff again. So we don't want to have that experience. We want to bring in new money, but we also want to do it the right way, educate people the right way, have a safe environment, and we want to reach those people on certain levels so they know that it's safe. So having an event like this of this scale in this upcoming weekend, that says two things. It says, okay, this is real. Like, these guys are the real. They're playing on a different level now. They may have heard about us from a buddy of theirs or saw a billboard or a YouTube video, and now it's in the back of their mind, like, hey, I've heard about Saitama before, and then scale this size, and they're like, man, that's next level stuff. Like, that's Cardano, that's XRP, that's Ethereum, that's like next level cryptocurrency. These guys must be in that category, right? So now we're bringing in new money to Saitama. We're not siphoning from somebody else. We're bringing in new money because we all prosper when we do that. Because this person might come in and invest in Saitama, have a good experience. Guess what? Now they're going to go invest in another cryptocurrency because they know that they've made money here. Why not go somewhere else and make some more? You know what I mean? That's what we want to do, and that's kind of the ideology of having these different events, doing all of this different stuff, creating these joint ventures, bringing in partnerships. And the growth that we've had in the last 6 months, over 260,000 is a direct reflection of that, right? It's not because we're making cool posts on Twitter. It's not because our IG is banging, right? No, it's because we're creating these different verticals and having our name out there in the proper way, right? It's not a guerrilla marketing tactic. It's not, slam in your face marketing. It's very thought out. It's very tactical, methodical, and it's validated, right? It comes with a certain sense of proof, or it's not just an infomercial. It's expressing something that's here for the long term, something to stay. So, I kind of got off on a little soapbox there, but that, try not to be too cryptic. It's going to be an amazing event. There's going to be a lot of really cool things that are happening. You guys will just have to kind of check it out. The weigh-in Saturday and the event on Sunday. And, I got a lot of plans for when I'm down there this weekend to meet with some people that we're going to try and iron some stuff out and create some new partnerships with. And it's going to be good. So also I wanted to touch on one more thing, the CertIC audit. So I did see that they had updated their site where it said 35%. So that doesn't mean that it's 35% completed to the point where we have to wait 66 more percent time wise. Like, so if it's been a month, that doesn't mean we have 2 months left. Not at all. Not even remotely close. That just means that the smart contract phase that they're on is 35% completed. So I say that to say this, that we know that they are relatively close to being done, and we are literally at the home stretch. So I don't have an exact date. They won't provide one to us, but as soon as they do, obviously you guys will be the first to know. But I didn't want you guys to get discouraged. I'm like, man, really? It's been a month and they're only 35% complete. Like, no, that's not what that means. It just means that portion of the smart contract is 35% complete. But it doesn't mean that we got 2 more months. It just means that portion is that certain point, but the rest of it is complete. So anyways, it should be very, very soon. I was anticipating last week with the holiday. I'm sure a lot of stuff didn't get done. I was really hoping for this week. Obviously being Thursday, I highly doubt they're going to be done by tomorrow. But I do foresee it in the very, very near future. And I don't want to have you guys hold me to a certain day because I really don't know. But I do anticipate it being very, very soon. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there for you guys not to get discouraged by that 35%. Just keep an eye on their website. They'll update it here very soon as far as where they're at and what's to come. So when they do complete it, we have to then look at the notes, take any security risks into account and correct them, right? That's the whole idea of doing a CertIC audit, is to find loopholes, right? To find risks involved that we may not have seen, and then they can present those to us, and we can go ahead and take that information and correct any errors. So any kind of error that is there just needs to be addressed, right? It's not going to be anything really time consuming. It's probably something just very minor that was something in the coding or the structure of the ecosystem. We'll have to go in and patch it, right? Patch that whole patch the firewall, do whatever we need to do. And I'm not going to pretend to know what that means because I didn't write it. And Max's team and them, they do all that, right? I had a hard enough time figuring out Twitter Space. I'm not going to try and code an entire wallet. Let's just be honest. So they know how to do that. But that's the whole idea, right? So they'll come back and say, hey, you're good to go. We didn't find any security risk whatsoever. We're good. Or they'll say, hey, we did find a couple things, and that gives us an opportunity to fix it. Then they can go back and be like, all right, cool, you guys corrected it, and now we'll give you, our blessing, right, so to speak. So, yeah, so that's it on the search I got it. So I didn't want you guys to get discouraged and be like, man, 35%, it's going to be another 2 months. No, like we are there at the home stretch, maybe. So we have a lot of really cool things. I know you guys are anxious, and I am probably just as much, or not more, excited and anxious than you guys are, because I don't have like a nano wallet, and I see all the things that people in these scams and all this stuff, and I'm like terrified, man. I'm like, I put all this stuff in different wallets, and I keep my seed phrase buried under in my backyard, and I'm like, man, I just need to get this wallet out and this SATA hard wallet out too, so I can start putting my coins on there. These guys are getting way too clever. So, as always, you guys be careful with your coins. Don't be clicking on scammy links, and anything that does not come from our official channel, assume that it's not accurate, right? A link, a post. We don't do random ass giveaways. We don't do, a reward system that we don't, you know what I mean? Like, just don't. You guys should know better, but if you don't get caught up in it. They come out with that stuff every day, right? I think there's like 17 Saitama gurus on Twitter. So watch out for that. And same with Instagram. There's actually in the Play Store, there's an app, right? They've created a SataMask app for people, and I think we got it removed now, but you could have gone on there, and people were asking, like the app itself was asking you your seed phrase, like ours does, right? To import your seed phrase, but ours wasn't even out yet. It's not even on the Play Store. So people were utilizing that to scam people out of their coins, right? So if you just see a random SataMask pop up on the App Store and we didn't say anything about it, trust me, when it is available, like everybody's gonna know about it. We won't just like secretly launch the SataMask on the App Store. So just be cognizant of things like that. And there was also a YouTube video that was floating around with me and Willie D. They like crop the film or the whatever pictures and stuff out of there and created this video and had a link for, I don't know, somebody was giving away coins. And it sucks because people message me all the time like, man, I lost, whatever, $1,000, $5,000 and say, Tom, and I feel bad. I really do. There's nothing that we can do about it when it gets to that point. Like there's no magic tunnel we can go through to retrieve people's coins. I wish there was, there just isn't. So we can just try to express to people not to fall victim to that kind of stuff. Very weary. But what makes it even worse, it's like a double punch, because what happens is all the people in the community lose their tokens, and then that people that scam them all sell it. So there was a point last week where somebody sold like $1 million worth of Saitama, and I was just happened to be on Dexels, and I looked at it and I tracked the wallet because this was the whole time that video was circulating around, and sure enough, that wallet had no buys, just transfers, and there were about 250 transfers ranging from 10 billion all the way up to 1 trillion coins of Saitama transferred into this wallet via that video to scam people, and immediately sold it as soon as we got the video removed. So it hurts twice, right? People in the community are getting scammed, and then it hurts the price because that dude, sold like $1 million worth of Saitama coins at that moment in time, and there's nothing we could do except for just watch and try to get this stuff removed and keep the public cognizant of what's going on and all that. So, but you guys also, if you see stuff like that, just report it, let somebody else know, mass report it, get it everybody on there, let them know what's going on, and then so we can try to minimize the damage. So, anyways, I gotta get off here. I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about those two quick things, and we'll have much more information to come. I just want to give you guys a heads up on what we're doing briefly, quickly, and yeah, and that's really all I got for now. A lot of the information that we're going to try and have out and funnel will be through a much more professional setting, through our PR firm and our marketing team, and a much more professional, strategic approach. But just know that I'm sure you guys can all guess by now that we're very strategic in what we do, and everything that we do is with the sole purpose of benefiting this coin, right? To making it known to every single man, woman, child, elder, dog, cat, snail on the planet to know what Saitama is. And I think that we're getting there, and this weekend will help catapult us to that level. So that's the idea, and it's going to be great. So I will see you guys this weekend, and whether it's on TV or otherwise. And yeah, thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Hey, Russ, thanks so much for coming out, man.
Absolutely. You guys take care.
See, Wolfpack, we know where we're going, just like Russ said. So everybody stay focused, be patient. We know where we're going.
Yeah. And that is right.
I'm wordless right now.
But Ronti, how great was that?
Oh man, excellent for all of us. And you know, it brings tears on my eyes actually. I get teary eyes because you know why? Where can you find a developer CEO who comes into our chat like this late at night at 8:34 p.m.
Nowhere
in Las Vegas?
Nowhere.
You know, nobody.
No.
Yeah.
And talk to the community and you know what, have to make sure their conscience is eased. You know, Russ didn't have to do that at all, you know, and no one should have taken him critical for what he said on Monday for not having a signature. Like, you guys don't understand, like, this guy is working tirelessly for us. Like, he has a family too, you guys. Like, it's just not all Saitama 100% of the time. Like, he has a family.
Yeah,
you know?
funny you say that. I was going to say, you know, all of us are wanting to thank Russ and the guys and all of that, but I think we should definitely extend our gratitude to their families and, you know, being understanding that these guys work around the clock for us and they stay quiet and, you know, they're very supportive. So I think that we should always be thankful for their family.
Okay. So we heard some different perspectives of things. And we heard definitely Russ is definitely a man with a heart. So how did you guys feel about the information that was just disclosed? Are you scrolling through the notes there?
Do what?
So were you scrolling through your notes?
I was.
Oh, okay.
I turned the page in the middle of that middle of Russ talking.
Okay. So hopefully everybody gained a little bit out of that. Hopefully. What approach is that you're speaking of, Sean? What approach that he's taking? Is he taking different than he normally would take?
Russ keeps it honest and real, super important as head of a company. Very true, Mr. Torres. Best of the best.
McGuire, I agree with that. Russ and the team are awesome. Yes, sir.
Definitely. He's definitely real, and especially being the head of the company, he definitely have to maintain that type of situation. I feel like everybody's gonna have an opinion on the news and what came out, what didn't get released, what's not out right now, what they feel like they should have done differently. But at the same time, I think if we were all in that position, it might have been done similar, if not probably worse, depending on how your execution skills are. Just my thoughts. I don't know how anybody else feels about it. Everybody has their own opinion. But if you feel different, please let me know.
Dan James Ryan says, sounds great. Slow and solid big boy moves.
Facts. Crazy Man D, what's good?
Definitely. I mean, the goal is to, you know what I mean? to make sure everything runs smoothly and you honor the words that you speak, because that's what people have to go off of when there are no actions.
I like that he is doing it more professional and using PR now to help out with the news.
Yeah, I definitely think the instead of putting it out there that we have announcements coming and then we're waiting on those things to happen, I think now we wait for those things to happen and then say we have an announcement. I think that's the way to do it, the move to make.
Of course, I like the fact that Russ and the team are not looking to be coin trader, but build a real business from within to outward. This is a solid business. Wow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's what everybody really wants. A solid business, something to invest in that they know is not going to tank or have significant issues back to back to back to back to back. We've had our hiccups. Every new company does, I feel like, but taking it with stride. Taking it with stride, guys. So,
Barry, you are absolutely welcome. He says, grateful for all y'all working to promote and protect my investment.
Exactly. And that's actually what we do. When people spread FUD, we try our best to actually diffuse a lot of that stuff with logic and not just saying, oh, it's not like that because we said so. No, we're coming with facts, guys, to actually defend some of these things that people are saying and trying to make an actual thing.
McGuire says, we need to take a step back and see where we are. No other crypto do this.
Exactly. What other crypto's done this in 6 months?
I don't know. Speaking of what other cryptos and what haves and what have not done, who remembers about maybe about 5-6 months ago where maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock into maybe the morning time was dead. There was no crypto information at all, period. I think somebody kind of shook that up, because now at all times of the night, there's Twitter Spaces. There's people doing videos and content late night, because people understand that there's actually a demographic and people that actually want this type of knowledge at nighttime now. And now there's just like a massive group of people. They either do Twitter Spaces, Discord, or whatever. You know what I mean? Just late at night. It's wild, man. Just seeing how something is coming to play. Because literally, I couldn't find a thing when I wanted to find content. I couldn't find a thing to save my life.
It's usually how it goes. Content usually finds you, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Get Body Buckle says, next year, Russ will be on major business news channels. Watch.
I have no doubt.
What's going on, Get Body Buckle? And I hope so, man. I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening.
I like how he learns as the company grows, learns from his mistakes. Legit leader, all in on Saitama. Hard to find a rival. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Minion Steve's pulling out the
movie quotes there.
Field of Dream style. You build it, they will come. Doc says, can't wait to see Russ on CNBC.
There's going to be a lot of different sightings, I feel like, coming in the near future, especially how we took off and really didn't even look back. I mean, we've had things as far as manipulation, yeah. But if not for that manipulation, I honestly feel like we'd be down at least a 0 or 2. Well, I know for a fact we'd be down 1-0, but I think we'd be down an additional 0.
Yeah, we would definitely be pushing that 5, if not past it, or we would definitely be knocking on the door.
I honestly feel like we would have did that just from the momentum that we have had, and the momentum would have took us over and beyond where we needed it to be.
Yes, sir.
Over and beyond where we needed to be. So, but like I said, that's also why I will be in the meantime, in between time, we've been looking into projects so that we can still continually make money without having to feel pressed about the progress of Saitama, allowing the developers a little bit of time to critique and do different things that they need to do to make this company great. Allowing you also to retain majority of your bag, because the option or the thought of selling it won't even be in your mind. So
exactly. Never seen Twitter Spaces until Saitama came on the scene. I never used it too much, Twitter and YouTube, in my life.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I had a Twitter, but I don't even remember what the login was. So like, Twitter is brand new, like 2 months old. I've been in Twitter for like 2 months.
Yeah, it says mine was made in 2018. I'm pretty sure somebody has I just literally lost my train of thought, and that's crazy. I don't know how that happened that fast. Did you like see that happen like mid thought? It was like something happened. I got a text and it was like boom.
Did you find your train of thought?
Absolutely not. I was trying to see if I finished the text message.
Maybe to come back to you. Russ needs a new microphone. Wow.
Okay, and then we got Wafer that just tweeted out that they just became an LLC. Okay. Okay. Definitely good news. Especially if the LLC having an LLC, another LLC business on the state of Mass is just another attention grabber and something to make people more confident within their investments. I feel like so. Most definitely a plus side, guys. Definitely a plus side.
Yeah, 1014 Wafer posted Wafer Coin is officially a registered LLC. Yes, sir. John Dillinger, it is on the way. That is very true. Yeah, so he said Saturday we'll get some news, and Sunday the fight. So I mean, it could be definitely a big weekend. And you know, before we had talked about like billboards and stuff like that, and he's like, man, we're past billboards. We're playing in big boys. We're playing in the big leagues now. So, man, that is awesome. Yeah, he also talked about that CERTIC audit. Somebody in the chat, I don't remember who it was, but they put out an analogy that I thought was very fitting. If you know, like when you download a game and like it's like stuck at like 25-30%, and then all of a sudden it goes from like 30% to like 90%, just like that.
I know something like that, a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, where like right now they say 35% is done, but 35% of what they're working on right this second, that doesn't mean that the rest of it isn't already done. So
Wafer, the crypto Facebook. Red Wave. Okay. Does anybody else have a profile on Red Wave?
I have one over there.
Well, if you have a profile on Red Wave, please feel free to add me.
John Dillinger, watch pre-fight, no Saitama references. Looking forward to seeing what they do at the fight this Sunday. Another thing, other than making the appearance, I'm sure it's a crypto arena related. Sheesh, that'd be dope. And they came out. Russ tweeted earlier with the Saitama logo and some of the shirts that look like they'll be walking out in. Let's see if I can pull that up. Steve said, just checking in, just looking in, still on the Twitter live, listening to Bud. That's what's up. Hey, Doc, good night, everyone. I have an early morning flight out tomorrow. Can't wait for the fight. Hey, man, have a good travels. Be safe. And, man, have a good time out there. Appreciate you stopping by, taking some time out of your evening, hanging out with us. Sean, I believe that's going to be a Showtime pay-per-view event. So if you have Showtime, you should be able to buy that pay-per-view. Basri came in hot. Yo, Justin Man looks like he collects watermelon seeds under his pillow. All right, well, that was a great joke. Corey said, I don't know if this makes sense, but to me it seems that Saitama is heading towards like an Amazon stock. Definitely would be awesome. Be like the Amazon of crypto. I have no idea what that means, babe. Zero clue. Apparently I like watermelon a lot. But yeah, I honestly think that the medical side is what we forget a lot about. I think the medical side is going to be a major big time player in Cytomask.
You say you think it's going to be a big player in the Cytomask medical?
I believe that's going to be a major aspect, if not the biggest.
One of the biggest driving features that builds up that revenue. You think? I think a lot of people will buy a medical token, especially since it's centralized on the Cytomask. So.
Very true.
Can't get it anywhere else. So you got to come here. You got to come here. But it's definitely a plus, though. Definitely a plus.
Corey said, I think so too, Justin. I currently work in the world of pharmacy. There you go. Pharmaceuticals is a major player. And so just imagine being able to roll up and use your Cytopay to get your prescriptions. Or to be able to roll up, scan your QR code, and you have all your information right there.
Justin, did you hear Luffy was going to be on Cytomask?
I have not heard that Luffy is going to be on Cytomask.
Luffy, whatever it is.
Luffy.
I didn't hear that one. That one I did not hear off the top of my head. I will investigate into it, but I promise you, I'm taking it slow as far as looking at multiple tokens at once because I want to be able to deep dive each individual token, look at different things with the wallets, make sure everything is on the up and up.
For sure.
Wilfredo Torres. I'll be interested in that token being in the medical field. Very cool. Omar said, I'm not putting my money into any other crypto with Inu because 30% a rug pull. Seems to be the case, but that's usually how it goes. You know, we go through trends of like Inu. We had like the babies and the minis, and so now we kind of got the animes. So we definitely got to go through trends. Luckily, Saitama is no longer a trend. You know, it doesn't fit in a meme coin anymore. We're more than a crypto; it's a business. So. One Alliance. All right, I'll write that down. Wolverine, Lily, you can be an early investor. You'll be getting in early. Very true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get it once it actually gets released on the SataMask, well, of course, yeah. Definitely. What? Well, I don't get this statement. NBA players and one for Manny Pacquiao. What does this one mean? What did I miss?
I'm not sure. Are we doing like a trade? We trading cards? I'll give you all my NBA players and one for Manny Pacquiao.
Right. Is that the even trades you guys had in mind?
I mean, how many NBA players? Which NBA players? I mean, I got to know the stats here. It said there's a link to go with it.
Please do. Yeah, I'm actually curious as to what that is. I got time for that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would definitely put a lot of attention on to who is this person?
Right.
Why are they walking out with them? You know what I mean? That would definitely make things interesting, wouldn't it?
Omar saw a video of Manny's daughter boxing, and she's like 5 or 6. I think she can knock you out.
Hey,
it'd be a tough task.
You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know how strong these knees are nowadays.
Man, I'd be dead if I got knocked out by a 5 or 6 year old.
Hey, you seen that one? I don't know how old that girl was, but she was like knocking the bark off of the tree.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if her punching you in your liver and kidneys, you just gonna be sitting there holding up on that if she can knock the bark off a tree.
Right. If she, if I let her like sit there and just take 100 reps at my face, maybe. But I promise you, after that first one, that's gonna be the last one. Like you better get me on that first one. That's all I'm saying. Like,
oh my God.
After that,
just going on you're like, yeah, I'm punching little girls tonight. Ain't no way I'm going to.
She ain't about to sit there and unload 100 rounds on my face with those fists. I can tell you that much. There will be some type of restraining her away from me. I don't do well with it. We can play around and all that, but like you hit me in the face, it's like, ugh. Not a fan.
Apparently you don't have to. So literally you hit the baby Alexa punch. Yeah, that little girl's a beast.
Yeah, she really is. No joke. She really is a beast. I'm just not letting her hit me in the face 100 times.
Yeah, most definitely not. I wouldn't do it, especially seeing what she's capable of doing. I'm cool on that.
It's probably a dead tree anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you're just dead already.
Yeah, Big Craig. I don't know what's going on with that. But
Pause. All of the pauses.
Oh my God, it does. I mean, if you just entering the building, I mean, I guess it could sound a little rough.
True. DJ Lando, I agree with Justin. He could definitely beat up a little girl. Wow.
Oh my God. I'm so dead.
Oh man.
We could only hope that that's a possibility, guys.
No, let's not hope. Let's
Oh,
leave the hope out of that. My luck, there's some little girl named Hope watching the stream right now.
Right. And she's upset right now because of what you said.
Right. Exactly.
So, Justin, if you can give me any logical reason, what do you think your reasoning is for the chart going down with the news?
I mean, paper hands expecting more and not getting what they want and getting all of it right now. Straight off the top of my head, that's my first opinion, first thinking, first view at it.
Okay. Well, I would have to say that also. I mean, it wasn't massive sell-offs, but it's definitely people that were expecting one thing and didn't. You know what I mean? Got another one. So we have 2 fake lives out there. Great. People are at work tonight. So apparently the news affected other people because they're feeling like people are going to be trying to look to find Saitama more because as you can see, more and more fakes are popping up. At least that's how I feel about it. More and more fakes pop up. That means that you're doing something more and more right, I feel like, and more people are starting to notice you because they're trying to get their hands on some of the revenue that you guys are making. Yeah, Christine, I got to get my DJ Khaled button working.
A real one says, how do I acquire Saitama in order to see reflections new to Dex's and feel like Gate is getting one over on me? Any advice would be appreciated. How long have you had it on Gate.io? I know some of these exchanges, they do, they give out reflections like once a month or like every so many days. So it may be one of those things where Gate.io does it. They release them, once a month. But if you want to see your reflections in real time, I would suggest moving over into a wallet. Taking it off of getting it off of Gate.io into a wallet. You'll see that immediate reflections. But just be wary of that exchange fee when you do that. Crypto Nerd is exactly right. Price is going down, but the holder count is not going down. Might be the whale selling to get back in at a better price.
Shaking those leaves, lose, especially you know something good's coming.
Yes, sir.
Give me 2 seconds, Justin. Let me take this squeaky dog out real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got a couple of wallets. We'll be all right. Very soon we won't have to worry about that guy anymore. His wallets won't be big enough to do anything. So Nelson said many are swapping. Holder count never really goes down because you always get those last minute reflections after selling. Can never get rid of it totally. Very good to know. RD, what's good, brother?
Jake Crypto in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, definitely got Nelson in the building. What's good, man? Let me scroll back up, make sure I didn't miss anything. Man, Jay Crypto said, just chilling, got stuck in my lift today, midday through painting and couldn't get my tools. Man, that's tough, brother. That is tough. RD, the man who never sleeps. Facts. RD and Vern never sleep. I'm fairly certain those guys never sleep. Man. Jay Crypto said, I seen Vern out there making big moves, meeting devs and all. Props to Vern going one step further. There you go. Facts. There was a developer close to him, so he made it a point to meet up and have a conversation with him, man. Have that face to face. ZG said on a cider lift that would not happen. That's funny. EZF says that Twitter space was awesome to hear. Can't wait for the rest of the news coming this weekend. It's going to be huge. Shout out to Saitama Wolfpack. Bigger and better things to come. Night, y'all. Hey, Meezy, man, have a good evening. And yeah, man, definitely exciting times are definitely right around the corner. Well, the exchange fees ain't no joke, yeah. So that's the thing they get you. You know, you don't pay those big gas fees up front, but there is a big gas fee. You know, there's that transaction fee on the back end when you try to, anytime you try to get it off the exchange. So, yeah, they get you there. But an exchange fee said, which wallet would you suggest? I heard of a lot of few, been researching them, but in your opinion? I would say probably Trust Wallet or Coinbase Wallet. If you're going for a hot wallet, and then there's some cold wallets that you can do offline, keeping your stuff on your crypto. And a lot of people use the Ledger Nano X, or the Trezor, or the SafePay or the SafePal as well. So there's a couple of different options. Wolverine says you can always sleep much better on a pile of $1 million after Saitama goes parabolic. I'm gonna sleep well. Wolverine said Ledger Nano for cold storage. Yeah, Chad. Which hot wallet would you prefer? Would you recommend? Would it be like a MetaMask,
a or one of the Trust Wallet, Coinbase Wallet. Another thing you could do, a real one. Another one thing you could do is just hold it on Gate.io until until the SideMask comes out. That way you don't have that transaction fee, and then you don't lose the you have to pay 2 transaction fees. So you can leave it there and let it hold on to it, and then when SideMask comes out, you could just move it straight over there. And then as soon as you do that, you'll start collecting that 5% stable staking. So seeing a couple of Nano X, Cold, and Coinbase Wallet. Trust Wallet, Coinbase is pretty easy to use. Yeah, so Coinbase Wallet, a lot of Coinbase wallets, a lot of Trust wallets. Jay said MetaMask and Trezor. Correct, DJ Lando. You don't have to transfer twice. You just import your seed phrase. Very true. Anakin Skywalker said Coinbase Wallet, but you can see your dust tokens. Staking is the same, like 29%. 29% where? Very curious on that 29% staking. Yeah, so 29% staking is not accurate.
29% staking. Who got 29%?
Yeah, so Asuka, the way that's going to work is if you stake for 180 days, you're going to get 6% APR. So what you can do is you can do it twice. You'll get 12% plus the 5% stable staking for a max 17%. Plus your 2% stake, your reflections. But yeah, I got it right here. So stable staking, you get 5% APR just for moving your coins onto SataMask. If you want to lock them for 30 days, it's 2% APR. 90 days is 4% APR. 180 days is 6% APR. You can get 17% in a year, 6 months, plus 6 months equals 12%, plus the 5% stable staking for a max of 17%.
Most definitely. So Max is actually doing another AMA about staking also. So I actually can't wait for that one so we can try to see what type of content we can grasp from that also. So see where that goes. Man, we are going to literally have some fun things to pay attention to very soon. I can't wait till this event is up, running, and people see what type of press we end up getting from it and what type of movement the chart ends up reflecting. You know what I mean? So I hope it's something pretty decent, nothing too outrageous to where we can't like maintain the momentum. You know what I mean? I don't want a straight up line. I'll say something organic, something slight, just a little bit of action.
DJ Lando, I think they said no because all you're doing is importing your seed phrase, so there's no transaction really.
Well, when you
But
just transfer your entire wallet over, right?
yeah, you just import your seed phrase, so you're not actually like you're not sending Saitama from your wallet to another wallet. You're from a wallet to another destination. You're literally just importing your seed phrase.
Yep. And yep, that's the big key right there.
Yeah, Shima. So it's based on like you get your reflections is based on your portion of the pie. So whatever your portion of the pie is how much reflections you're going to get.
Yep. And yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything at all. I'm just literally putting 1 and 2 together, getting 3 every once in a while. Man of mystery. Yeah, I really wish it was something similar to that. Wish I had a little bit more mystery to me, but I try my best to do my homework just like everybody else. So every once in a while I look up on actually bumping into what I feel is something that might actually be coming true within the business, but things can change within a second. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I know what I feel like might go on, what might happen after that. You never know. So I just been going off of my guesstimation. Maybe I'll call it a bud. Guesstimation. Educated guesstimation.
So we got a little questions here on the staking. But for the staking, will there be a fee? No, you will always need to send your tokens into staking. But what about the stable staking? The 5% just for having your coins on SataMask.
Dude, this is exactly why Max is coming back on to try to clear a lot of this up, because I know a lot of different people are having these similar issues. Quite similar issues. And actually, I meant to show this really quick. Let me do this. Stop. Oh, damn it. I'm not include that. Oop. That's actually pretty cool. Can you guess who did that?
Can we hear that? Yeah.
Not saying, can you guess who did that?
Can we guess who did that?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a guess and say Saitama, Babyfat Saitama Luna.
Yep.
Man.
We've got another one. We can see about the similar quality.
That's what's up. And she's doing really well. She just started too.
Yeah. And DJ Landau, that's literally why I pulled out the NFT online. Like, before somebody literally explodes trying to remember information they can't remember, let's just wait for the AMA. And we'll comb through that information with a fine-tooth comb, and we'll try to get to the bottom of every single aspect of what if you do this, will this happen, and then we'll go from there. I couldn't hear the music. Yeah, that's definitely hot. That's definitely hot. Yeah, I can show the game, Vern. Says she missed it. Oh, you just want to see if it sucks or not? Oh, okay. And John, yeah, he said he was doing another one. He was actually taking questions for another one. I think there's Jake, I didn't do the music this time. Somebody said it threw him off a little bit. I can't hear it, so I have no clue with that. Okay, this is a little jingle bell. It's a little jingle bell. I don't know why they threw y'all off. Can you hear the music, Justin?
I can hear it. Yes, sir.
Just a little jingle bell. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying when I saw this one. This one was decent, though. I like the entire animation of it. It's pretty decent. I can dig it. Okay, that's what's up.
Congratulations.
Yeah, nothing too much. Russ came on the Twitter space. Bud was on the Twitter space. He went through chapter 1 through 5. Yeah, that's about it. We went through chapter 1 through 5. Went through that regular information. My brother got everybody in tune to why he felt like Saitama was not running off of the market cap that all the other ones were. Yep, and Moonshot does have a great course, guys. Definitely check it out. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, Baby Fat has definitely stepped her game up. She just started like not long ago, but she is doing phenomenal work and throwing those things out really quickly too.
Yeah, very much so. So.
John said, "I'd be willing to bet we'll see new all-time highs by this time next week."
I would like to think so.
I definitely wouldn't mind that.
Not at all. I think we definitely have the capabilities to do so, especially given the right ingredients. We get a little bit more and or different news as far as like marketing or something like that. Or let's just say the Sadie Mask gets released. I'm pretty sure that's all we would need right there in itself. But an exchange, different marketing news, it'll definitely help.
Hey, McGuire, have a good night.
Yep. Enjoy your night.
Hey, DJ Lando, I'm telling Bud. Talking about market cap. Market cap is everything.
Okay, was that the Pacquiao announcement they were trying to get us to hit that link for? Did you check that link out?
I did not hit the link. I did not.
I just knew that you had hit the link, so I didn't hit the link, Justin.
Do what?
1 second.
Anakin Walker, you and the rest of us, all-time high, gained some of that momentum back we had right before Vegas. Burn that zero back and work on the second zero. Push us back for sure. But we'll get it back. Pushed us back, but we will get back to it for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, James threw me through a loop, that one.
Did James let a cat out of the bag? Man, I don't know what bag James has got, but he might have.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a combo of things will come within the week. Maybe not all, but definitely a few. Christine, have a good night. Thank you, ma'am. James Martin said, especially with our reach in the Philippines, just my speculation, but it would be a game changer. Manny Pacquiao's a big time name. He's definitely got a lot of pull over in Asian markets, like the Philippines.
Definitely. Definitely would be a game changer. That's dope. Alexa, thanks. Awesome. Now this one would be a good question to ask and try to get some type of clarity on. And look at Vern. You saw Vern put bro. Literally everybody just laughs and says Vern because they already know in his head already.
They can hear it.
All right, they can just feel it.
Hold up. First and foremost.
Right. First and foremost, I just want to put my deep voice out there so somebody can hear me say something. But nah, I believe it's Anakin or let's just say Skywalker. We'll look into that and I'll try my best to get back to you. But to my knowledge, I do not know if there is a pre-sale or not for Lily. So I know a little bit more information about Lily and doing my homework on a couple other, like I said, a couple other tokens that are either in considerations of going on the state of mass or scheduled to be on the state of mass. So just checking. I know there's actually a bunch of concerns and questions people have about a couple, and I hope I can clarify a couple different things once I actually have clarification on it. So I'm going to do my homework and then get back to everybody.
Yeah, Vern probably would have timed her out right there.
There's no telling. He's still here, so technically, I guess he could have just did it if he really felt like it. But I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely. I just feel like there's a lot of different definitely diversity. There's a lot of different questions people have, and people have been looking for answers, and some people have found answers that are not even really answers. So if I can break it down a little bit further, get in depth into what people are actually looking for as far as the information they seek, maybe I can help people out. Maybe even make somebody a little bit more money. You never know. To my knowledge, I don't know of a physical list as anybody's made. That they did make and circulate a list. I'm pretty sure that's somebody's opinion. I feel like of what's
Yeah, I think we will have more information about that once Cytomass launches.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll put that out there. But at the same time, they don't want to have a. I'm pretty sure there'll be a frenzy of people trying to day trade and buy large amounts so they can sell large amounts. This, that, and the third. If they know an entire list of tokens that are going to be on there. Yeah, I would definitely just to avoid anything, especially if it's not on a credible source that you've seen. I wouldn't just buy anything that has been in rumors of going to be on Mass. I'm pretty sure anybody can say that they are going to be listed or have been in consideration of going to be on the Mass. So I would just watch out for that description, especially if you have not heard a relevant source saying it. Yeah, like I said, I see what you're saying, Skywalker, but I do not know that to be a fact, so I cannot confirm nor deny that. So it could just be a rumor. I haven't had heard any credible sources say anything about that going to be on there. So
yeah, I'm sure right now they're still probably vetting a lot of these, reviewing a lot of these projects that want to get onto Cytomask. So I imagine that the interview process or the application process has probably started, but I don't know if that they've announced anything official. I think Russ said, I think he said they have a couple of BSC projects as well, so it won't just be like Ethereum.
Yeah, the only one for sure that I know he announced was going to be on the State Mass. Well, actually, two of them. It's Wafer and Impact.
Correct.
Those are the only two for sure that I know that are going to be on there. Anything else to me is kind of up in the air. I don't tend to listen to rumors unless I can back it up with some type of factual information. So just me. Yeah, he's one. I'm definitely waiting for official announcements or official information, or at least somebody that I can check and know is credible as far as a source. Uh-oh. And look who we got here. Let's go ahead and just add this legend in here. What's going on, Michael Thompson? How you feeling, man?
Good evening. I'm in the car. We're moving and shaking here in LA with Terry. He's driving.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother? How you guys doing?
Doing well. We got Michael in LA, guys.
Uh-oh. That's a hell of a team right there.
Right.
Y'all two together, man.
There's some power in that vehicle.
Yeah, man.
Man, what you guys got going on? Where you guys
I
at?
can't really hear you that good. I've never done this from my cell phone before, so.
No, I said, where you guys headed? What you guys got going on?
Where we headed?
Try this.
Oh, let me put it on here. So he just asked where we headed. I kind of don't. I'm just in the car riding.
Oh, okay.
Where we headed?
Michael on an adventure, huh?
Oh yeah. No, we're going to a little networking event, man. We're just hanging out a little bit, and a couple guys on our team. It's one of the guys' their birthday, so we're just going to celebrate their birthday out here and have a good time, man.
Okay.
Cool. How's everybody taking the news today?
Pretty good. Me personally, I love the news. I
Yeah,
feel like,
for
I
I've
feel
sure.
seen
like,
some
I feel
mixed
like there's
reviews
a
out
mix. I
there.
feel like there's a mixture out there.
Yeah, yeah, seen some mixed reviews.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really interesting, man. One of the things I always talk about how I love Russ, man. Russ is definitely a visionary, and he's trying to take this company, right? Because company, and a lot of times people just look at it as a token, but Russ sees it as a company, as a brand. He's trying to take it outside of just the crypto space, right?
Right.
And his idea is this, right? You think about crypto.com arena and all these different places. The more you see a brand, the more especially with this, the more investor confidence. Oh, I took the wrong turn. But the more investor confidence, right? Because if you can see a brand everywhere, right? We were driving today, and Mike, what did we see today on a big sticker?
Yep, it was a big Shiba Inu sticker on. I don't even know what it was on. Just a big sticker of Shiba Inu. I was like, wow, what? Wow, it just seemed like it was just placed out of nowhere. But it stuck. It's stuck in your mind. It's like it's Shiba right here.
Exactly. So when you start talking about Russ's vision, which is to make Saitama a household name, right? To get not only the token holders that we have right now, but we're talking like new people who've never been into crypto. They have to see the brand. They need to see it, and it gives confidence, right? Because it's around. If you see somebody that's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in a marketing campaign, that's somebody that's not doing a rug pull. That's somebody that's trying to be here for a long time. You look at crypto.com, they didn't just get that arena just because they had money. It's because people are confident that, okay, if we give this person, this company, naming rights on an arena, now let's do let's do a little due diligence on this company. Okay, they've been around for a while, they're doing some great things. Okay, yeah, let me let you go ahead and pay $700 million to have your name on the arena. But that's only because they've been around, they've seen their names, they have a little trust, and that's what Russ is trying to do with Saitama. So I stand behind him and what he's doing. Our team, we worked really really hard to put that deal together, and Russ, he let us leverage our relationships to bring it together, and it's a team of four of us, and we all have different relationships here in LA, and Russ says sick 'em, and we went out and made it happen. So
Love it.
that's how we're moving out here. And then the thing is, man, when you're dealing with, and this is for somebody who's in the know, who's involved in this whole thing, when you're dealing with these type of entities, it's certain legalities that we can't say certain things. Like we heard some people talk about like the press release, but listen, when you're dealing with certain entities, you can't say certain things, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It was a lot of back and forth on what can be said and what can't be said on the highest level. When I say the highest level, I mean the absolute highest level. And we had to legally, contractually do that. So that press release that everybody saw, that was the best that we can give. So it's not that we couldn't be more specific or didn't want to be more specific. That was the best legally that we were able to do. So, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It was not, anybody not trying to say exactly what's what, but that's how they said that we had to do certain things. And it's a beginning of a relationship, right? So we want to do business.
Brief cut.
I'm not gonna lie, for the fact that they're in a
Opportunity
car and
to
moving, I'm
trust us with the brand, so we're excited.
Okay. So I already know how you guys feel about the release. I know you guys are happy. I'm happy how it went, and I feel like we put out as much information as we could to lead people to the information they need to know. So I was good with that.
We couldn't hear that at all. It sounded like
a monster,
or something. What was that?
Can you hear me now?
Got a filter?
Can y'all hear, Justin? Can you hear that?
no, it sounds pretty clear to me.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear us, Mike?
Just kidding.
Let me leave it and come back.
Did I sound like a monster, Justin?
Nope, I didn't hear it. I did not hear it.
I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, no, not old Mike days. Definitely a pleasure to hear from both of them. We got them right back. Let's pop them in.
Okay. I'm sorry we didn't hear anything that was said before.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Okay, therefore.
So
No,
what was the question? What was the question?
the only thing I was saying was I actually felt like we put the maximum information, like you guys said, that was allowed as far as what you guys could disclose. So I was happy about the information. People have to understand the content that was just disclosed within that information. Then you have people saying, "Oh, is that not what happened with Ethereum Max or something like that?" They said with Floyd wearing Ethereum Max or something like that, and then it ended up going down. There's so many mixed reviews to where I'm just here like, okay, I'm FUD fighting, I'm high fiving some people, you know what I mean? So it's mixed reviews, but I know you guys kind of can put it into perspective a little bit better.
Yeah, I think. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you're like Terry was saying, when you look at the level that this is on, I think sometimes people obviously, first of all, if you don't recognize what this is, you can only make your assumption based off of the knowledge or the understanding that you have at a certain level. At this level of marketing and this level of building, certainly building a brand, at this level, it is very specific, it is very meticulous, and it is strongly enforced the things you can say, can't say, the things you can do, and the things you cannot do. And so, what a super incredible situation to put this in perspective. Just think about what we're talking about right now. To even get in the room with a situation like this, there's usually not a company that's barely 6 months old that could even get in a room with a situation like this. So think about the presence. What does that say, right? What does that represent? Just the fact that we can get in the room. And certainly, what does that mean? That means that an individual like Terry and the team that they have to be able to establish and have a relationship with this level of opportunity, and to now once again even be able to get in a room to even start the conversation about doing something of this magnitude. That alone is historic. That alone is, I almost can't put it into words, just that moment alone is powerful. And to get it approved, that says a lot. And the magnitude of this is what this will represent because of the relationship and because of doing things the right way. And that's what's so important. We do things the right way, you establish trust, you establish belief. That's a relationship. And guess what happens moving forward? The opportunities get bigger, the connections get stronger, and people know they can depend on us to do things the right way in decency and order. And guess what? We know that the next level and the next place that these entities are going, we'll be able to go to, where companies would be dying to try to get in. Do you know how many of these types of situations and how many companies try to present themselves and they get shot down by the dozens? And the fact of the matter is here we are, first shot at it, and we're in a historic location, the Staples Center. Which, how valuable is it that they're about to turn their name into crypto.com arena, and here we are, a crypto company, get an opportunity to be involved in something at this magnitude
In any way
right
possible.
before they change. That's exactly right.
Yeah, in any way possible.
That's amazing. Any way possible. So that alone, when you understand business and you understand marketing, but you understand branding, an opportunity like this at this stage of the game with Saitama being barely 6 months old, that's major. And the fact to be able to get your foot in the door this way and get all the way in this way, I'm still in awe that we're in this position. So what I hope everybody gets from this and understands from this is that, and I understand, I get it, people come into crypto, most people that come into crypto are still financially not up to the level of education and knowledge yet to understand completely what it means. Because, hey, theoretically, crypto is new, so we're all gathering our own information from it. But then also, a lot of people don't understand business, how business functions anyway, especially when it comes to marketing and branding. And so that's a process that takes time. So I know people come in and, hey, I put in $100 and or I put in $1,000, and certainly it's fine. But in a lot of cases, some people come in with unrealistic expectations. So we sit back and we just want news. We just want something to explode, so we can look up tomorrow and, hey, the charts are going through the roof. Or we can look up next week and like, hey, my $1,000 turned into $1 million. And I get it, but we have to be realistic in our expectation, right? Are you in a position to where this can happen? You absolutely are. Has it happened before? Yes, it absolutely has. Is it gonna happen again? Absolutely it will. But in the meantime, guess what we have to do? Join together, band together, trust the system, trust the process, trust leadership, and trust the powers that be to create opportunities to where, and I say this often, and this is for those who feel negatively, it is actually a luxury to be able to feel negative or even feel positive about situations that you have barely anything to do with. And that's not a knock, that's just a reality, to recognize that there are forces that are at work that are not sleeping while you're sleeping. There are forces at work that are talking while you're not talking. There are meetings that are happening when you're not meeting, to where literally there's real pressure, there's real deadlines, there's real corporate entities connecting and opportunities being made, being built, being serviced, while theoretically, if you're not a part of anything like that, guess what you have the luxury to do? It's a luxury when you can just get up and look at your phone and look at a chart and decide if you want to be happy or sad that day. That's a luxury. It's a luxury to be able to go to your phone and look up Twitter and see if any new amazing announcement has happened. And if it has not happened, then you have the luxury to be upset. That's a luxury. Or it's even a luxury to see something there and you get a chance to be excited about it. That is a luxury. So I would say to anybody and to everybody in any regard, almost in any perspective, that when you form an opinion about something or relay an emotion about something, certainly publicly, sometimes you have to take a step back and think about what went into just the fact that you're even able to see an announcement or to know an announcement is coming. We are a growing company. We are a startup company still that is making enormous strides in an industry that definitely needs what we bring into the table. Certainly there's a time matter here. Certainly there's ways that we can create. And by us growing at the speed that we're growing, just please recognize that everything is not going to run perfectly. It just isn't. That's not reality, right? And when it doesn't run perfectly, how do we respond as a team, as a community? Because it's very easy to stand on the sideline and just criticize. It's very easy to do that. Very easy. But it's not so easy to create situations like this. It's not very easy to create opportunities like this, right? So I would just encourage everybody to recognize what an amazing situation that we're in right now. What an amazing opportunity that we have. What an awesome perspective that we can bring to an industry that desperately needs education, that desperately needs what we're bringing to the table. So yeah, I understand deadlines, we're trying to hit them, right? I understand that the anxiousness that all of this brings, I get it. We're just as anxious too. But just understand what an incredible moment that we have. So if it took a little bit longer than anticipated, certainly not the end of the world. If it took just a tiny bit longer than what what we believed was going to happen for forces and situations that are out of our control, right? It's an audit for this technology. We want to make sure that it's right. We don't want to just be first. We want it to be right. So I think some of us have a need for things to just happen first, but let's have it to be right. So when you
Yeah.
connect all of these dots, when you connect all of these opportunities with the branding, the marketing, the relationships that it takes to build, the ongoing connections and the ongoing meetings and things that just brings greatness to the table, understand that there are people at work with that. There are people working, and there are individuals making sacrifice. So guess what? People make sacrifice so others. Somebody, a business mentor, told me years ago, and he said, Mike, people who sit in the shade today, they're able to sit in the shade from people who planted seeds many years ago. So in this regard, think about that. If you've never been a part of putting together a multi-million dollar deal and know what goes into putting into a multi-million dollar deal or situation or branding opportunity, if you've never experienced what that is, what that entails, what goes into things like that, it's probably best to just support the process as opposed to forming an out loud negative opinion if you've never been a part of that. So just consider the thought process before we start to tear things down, because what does it benefit and who does it benefit? That's the end result. So you express yourself. Okay, now what? Guess what's still going to happen? The show's still going to go on, and we're still going to win. We're still going to dominate. That's what's so exciting about this. That's why I get so fired up every day. The more relationships we build, the more connections we build, the more opportunities that are within that lead to, because one thing leads to the next. Believe me, the trajectory of where Saitama is going, it's off the charts. So guess what? All you have to do, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. What a great situation. Just enjoy the ride. And if you can offer some support, offer it. If you can offer some encouragement, offer it. If you can offer some internal or even external good energy, good vibes, that's what this takes so that we all win together. Then you can look at your wallet with great pride when the wallet is doing well, because you know, hey, I contributed to that. If it was no more than just a kind word, a kind message, an encouraging thought that you decided to put out. Can you imagine how powerful that is? A whole community that just realizes we're in one of the greatest positions in business history, and all we have to do is enjoy the ride, encourage one another, and support one another to move to the next level. That's the position that we're in. That's why I love this call, right? I love this show,
Mhm.
right? And love the relationships that we're building, because it gives us an opportunity to be that way and to create goodness in an environment to where people are just in a position to where sometimes people just want to be spoon fed, and it's okay. But it's enough of us that want to go out here and make a difference that we could change the narrative, and we are the ones that are in the position to take Saitama to the next level. The best brand ambassadors for Saitama is us and our positive attitude, positive mindset. That's why I encourage everybody. That's why we appreciate everybody. That's why we in LA right now, still trying to make it happen. Right?
Mhm. Still making things happen over there. I already know y'all working, man. Y'all working, but you know what I mean? It may look like fun because y'all look nice right now. Y'all look nice.
Huh? We all right? We good? How we doing?
Y'all
We
looking
all right?
real spiffy right now, you know?
That's Terry over here teaching me how to dress.
No, man, Mike with it, man. Mike with it. But no, man, we're excited, man. Like, we were thinking about you guys the other day. Actually, earlier today, we were talking about you guys, and Justin. I always say just a man. Yeah, his thing up there, man. We were talking about you the other day, and just really excited to connect with you, brothers, man. And I
Yeah.
really meant that. And I told Mike today, I said, man, we might have to hop on and just kind of keep connecting with these guys. I know Mike been rocking with you guys for a while,
Mm.
and I love to hop on every now and then, man. But
Yeah, definitely.
no, it's a good time, man. No, we're excited, man. Like I said, we're excited. We're proud of ourselves. I just again, and what I love about this is, you know, the teamwork that's involved because there's no I in team, like how everything linked up, man, from Michael supporting me, you know, my partner Boogie and my partner Jason and my partner Ariel, you know, working as a unit, man. It's just great how, you know, people are able to come together for something special. And just to let you know how important this was, which a lot of people don't know, and a lot more we will be able to share after the event, more of the story. But you guys have no idea what we went through to even be in the room, as Mike said. You guys have no idea. It was times, man, we wanted to give up because there was a lot of negotiating back and forth. It was like it's just this is too crazy. What you can do, what you can't say. This back and forth, man, it's tough. Very, very sophisticated stuff. So, man, you know, just to get through this process, man, it's definitely a notch really in the belt. Just that we survived it.
Right.
You know, really, man. But just the back and forth, the sleepless nights. When I say sleepless nights, I mean really sleepless nights. I mean 2 days ago, you know, I think I was on the coming home from Miami last night. I was on the airplane, and you know, and had to get a Wi-Fi service just to text. You know, and Russ was tired. I think it was what 2 o'clock in the
At
morning.
least.
Yeah, at least 2 o'clock in the morning. He's waiting like, hey guys, can you do this? I'm like, man, we trying, man. We trying to push this. We trying to do this, get that, and man, that dude is dedicated, man, because he was like, I'm about to burn, I'm about to fall out. You know, can you guys handle this? I'm like, we trying, man, we trying to speed it up. But when you're dealing with people on these different levels, man, they just operate different. You know, it's so I learned a lot, you know, with during this process. Like when you're dealing with certain groups and on a certain level, man, they don't really need you. You got to understand they don't need you because they got people that's reaching out to them all the time. And this was through this whole opportunity was through a relationship. This wasn't, you know, as we were talking earlier, it's not one of them situations where you can make a phone call and pitch. This was through a relationship, you know, and that made this happen. And as a matter of fact, one of the seniors involved in this process asked my partner, said, how important is it to you to have Saitama involved with this? Because they had another company that offered 3 times the amount to
My God.
do this. And guess what she chose? She chose to go with Saitama because she promised that to us and because one of our partners works with them intimately. So she asked him, how important is this for you? And he said, it's important because of my buddy Boogie and Terry. So we were able to keep moving this thing forward. But if it wasn't for this relationship that they had for years, we would never be at this table. This is not something that Saitama could have called themselves and do. This was the relationship. It wasn't about the money. Because we had people, they had people who offered 3 times, like I said, the amount. So this was straight through relationship, man. So I need people, all the FUD people. I even hate to use that word. I'm not a crypto guy. I even hate to use the word FUD because I hate that. I don't even want to start saying that word. But all the negative people, I just hate it. But all the negative people, man, like you know, like Mike said very eloquently, if you don't have the experience doing these type of deals, then you can't even talk this talk. You know, and I like when people say, you know, opinions are like what? Like buttholes, everybody has one, right? So everybody has an opinion, but you don't have the experience. And this is what I would love to share this, right? And one of my mentors always said, you know, difference between information and wisdom. Anybody can try to learn and try to sound like a crypto expert or think they know something, but only wisdom gives you the credibility to speak on something, right? And wisdom only comes through what? Experience. So if you have not had the experience in something, you can pretend like you know what you're talking about, but you're just talking knowledge. Knowledge without experience is not wisdom. You know, it's not it's you know what I'm saying? You don't have the experience doing it. So you're just talking just like anybody else. I can go spend 10 hours and read a book and take in some knowledge and speak on it like I know what I'm talking about. But if you don't have the experience and the wisdom, it doesn't matter, man. So you have a lot of people listening to people with a whole lot of information, but no use case. They haven't used it. They haven't tested it. So they're talking on stuff they don't know about. So I would just implore those who see all these people talking negative, next time ask them, what $100 million company have you built? What big multi-million-dollar deal have you negotiated? Are you even qualified to have this conversation? Well, I shouldn't be listening to you. because you're not even qualified. So stop listening. Don't be affected by people who are not qualified. Like I said, it doesn't make sense, right? And I'll tell you, Zig Ziglar used to always say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So if you're going to continue to listen to people who are negative, like, come on, man, that's insane. You're going through a cycle. So as Michael said, choose to be positive, choose to be smart, and choose to use your intelligence, and ask yourself, all these people that's talking negative talk, man, listen, I found out there's a lot of people out here that's actually being paid to say negative stuff about Saitama. I didn't know that. I just found that out today. A good friend of mine, she has these different social media tools, and she called me and said, Terry, and she's not even involved with Saitama. She said, but she knows I'm involved, and she said she tracked a couple of different accounts, and they're saying the same thing on multiple accounts because she tracked them. And so these people are essentially just planted in to cause negativity. So just be careful. I would say, whoever's listening, I can't even see the viewership, but just be careful, man. Out here, who you're listening to. Be careful the information that you allow in, into your heart and into your mind. And look at the fruits. Like Mike said, nobody's perfect. You're not going to have a perfect leadership, but they're trying, man. If you're a token holder, you chose to be involved with Saitama because it's something that you saw that connected with you. You connected. When you connect to a company, you connect with the source's vision. So if you invest into Saitama, you connected with the vision of Russ. Russ gave a clear vision. He wanted to create a bigger brand. So let the man do, what he was put in place to do. Let him do it, right? So that's what I would say, man. Trust the process, trust the leadership, and get a man a break. I'm just going to say, I don't have to be politically correct. Get a man a break. And if you don't know what it is like being in this guy's shoes. He's married, wife and kids, and he's still up, man. And people are always talking about, oh, he's going to just do a party. Man, what are you talking about? And I heard somebody else say something about, oh, he's taking some investors' money. That's stupid. You know why? Because when you invest into Saitama, it's not like you're investing into a company that has a pot of money that he can withdraw from. There is no money pot to withdraw from when you invest into a token. That's foolish talking. That's foolishness. It doesn't work like that, right? This man is paying out of his own money, his own pocket. When Saitama does marketing events, it's coming out of the developer's personal pockets. Just so you guys know. I see this man come out of his pocket to do stuff. When we did the Feed the Homeless event, Russ came out of his own pocket. So I just want everybody to understand this guy's pressing the company along. And yes, I do speak a lot about Russ. I don't know all the other developers. I don't get a chance to talk to those guys, but I know that Russ is leading the pack, and I see what he does. And as another entrepreneur who's been around, who sold a company for 7 figures, who's been funded by top VCs, who's part of top accelerators like I shared the other night, he's doing a hell of a job. So those of us who run companies before, who's been through turmoil before in the business, who's had to be resilient in the business, I commend Russ. I commend the team. He's doing a hell of a job, and so I just want to say that support the brother because we decided to connect with the vision. From the very beginning, Russ told everybody what he wanted to do, how he wanted to break barriers and make history, and it wasn't just with technology, it was with the industry period. So continue to support the brother, give him a break, support him, cheer him on. He's just a man just like anybody else. He's not a superhero. So cheer him on, man. Give the brother a break. And, let's do good business, y'all. And let's take Saitama to the top. That's it.
Man, that was a thing that people done heard in some time, my brother. Thank y'all.
Hallelujah.
I want to give y'all a high five, a handshake, or something for laying down exactly what I felt like people needed to hear, man, because there was a lot of things being said around. There was even one guy still inside of our the current chat. He actually said Russ and the development team are going to go watch a fight and enjoy it and cheer on and cheer people on is what they're going to go do, huh? That's what he got out of the press release.
Well, let me tell you again. I'm not Saitama leadership. I'm going to say this, man. It's foolish talk. I'm not Michael Thompson. I'm not leadership. You know, maybe that guy's FUD. He has no experience. For you to even talk like that, you know, you sound very uneducated, sir, because that's not what this is. If you want to stick with a crypto company that's not making history, go to another company. If you want to be a part of a company that's making history where you have a CEO that's trying to break records, you stick with Saitama. But if you just want to just do the whole crypto, hey man, go with those guys. But if you want to believe in a vision where somebody's trying to make history and do big business, then stick with Russ, stick with the team, let the process follow. So you guys that's talking like that, you sound very uneducated. So I want to let you know it's not funny. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. You just sound very uneducated when you say stuff like that. So and I feel sorry for you, and because when you say stuff like that, it doesn't make you look smart. It makes you look very uneducated.
It's
So
misleading too, I feel like.
go get some education, sir. And I wish the best for you. And I'm gonna keep rocking with Russ. Gonna keep trusting him. But go get some education on
Definitely.
class. Go get some education on class. Go get some education on candor, and get some education on respect. And then go get some about business. And then come back and have a conversation. That's all I'm gonna say. There you go, Mike.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, drops mic. That's how you drop the mic.
Yeah, that was a mic drop for real.
Yeah, you know, you already know people are going to have their own weird interpretation of what's going on. And of course, they have to think negatively. Nobody ever wants to think positive, especially when there's massive news like this. But when everybody sees how it unfolds, I feel like there's going to be a brief silence for everyone.
You see what Jay Crypto says, swing on him, Terry.
Yeah. Well, you know, I believe this, and we're at our next event, so I got to get out of here.
Yeah, most definitely.
What I know too, and this is for us. This is for us that believe. This is for us who are mentally and emotionally vested into this mission and into this vision of Saitama. Do you know FUD, that word, which I'd never heard of until I got into crypto? But do you know FUD has no power unless you let it stick?
Amen.
Facts.
So if you are listening to the FUD, first of all, and you are allowing the FUD to absorb in your space mentally, emotionally, that's when FUD grows wings. But FUD has no power unless we give it to it.
That's right.
Just let that sink in. FUD has no power unless we, the believers, allow it to sink in.
Yeah.
We give FUD a voice. Did you know that? We give FUD a voice. And guess what? We magnify the voice. We magnify the FUD by identifying the FUD. Consider the fact of the matter. When someone is ready to speak negative, believe me, do you think my inbox is all flowers? If I could just show you my inbox from just today of some of the things that I have at least clicked open to just see. But when I tell you how quickly it rolls off my back like water on a duck's back, and guess what I give it? I give it nothing. And guess what? Once they shoot the shot, the bullet rather, once they shoot it, there's no more ammunition. You know why? Because it didn't affect me. It didn't affect anything. So we have the power to change the narrative. We have the power to set the standard of what we will allow into this community, into our minds and into our hearts. We have the power to do that. We don't just sit back and accept anything negative to come through our wolf pack. We don't accept that, and we don't magnify it either. So this is why it's so important that we stick together, stick strong, and move forward, and we're the ones that control the narrative. We turn their volume down because our volume is so loud. That's the positive volume. That's all we have to do.
That's powerful.
Yes, sir.
FUD doesn't mean anything unless you let it stick. And
I
on
like
that
that a
note,
lot.
I appreciate, I'm sure Terry appreciates this super awesome community, and Cuff, Justin, you know how much we appreciate y'all, and certainly looking forward to continued growth even on this channel and others as we continue to work together. Justin, yours as well. This is where we all come together, and this is how we make noise. This is how we continue to grow. We support one another. That's how we'll win.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how we'll win. All right.
Thank you guys. Definitely thank you guys for stopping by, man. I think everybody needed to hear that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's awesome. I appreciate everybody. I can't see the chats. I can't see. I'm on my phone. I have no idea how to use this, but I can't see the chat. But whoever's in the chat, just know that you are loved, appreciated, and absolutely every day that we're not sleeping, every day that we ain't doing the things necessary to, I guess, better our own physical well-being, because not sleeping right ain't eating right.
Yeah.
But we're focusing on making a difference because we know that this will make a difference for everybody. Just know we're doing it with you in mind. That's all. So we appreciate you
Hey,
and love
just
you. Thank you.
know, Mike, I received that blessing that y'all trying to send out, man. Trust me, I,
Facts.
I
Same.
know what it is. That's why I've been trying to make this really one of my parts of my calling, man. Trying to bring people to financial freedom myself. So,
Amen. That's all. It takes all of us. No big eyes, no little U's. All of us matter. All of us are important here. Everybody.
most
So I
definitely.
appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night.
All right, y'all
Yes,
too,
sir.
man.
Y'all too. Y'all enjoy that event y'all go to. And tell the man happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Thank you,
indeed,
brother.
indeed, happy birthday.
I love it, man. Love you guys, man. You guys have a blessed night.
Hey, y'all too, man. Y'all be safe.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yep. Man, if that wasn't amazing, I don't know what was, man, but I feel like a lot of people and their expectations should have been brought back to an even kill. I feel like I've said it over and over again, but people expect too much, especially when we have a crypto like how we have and a project like how we have, dude. We have been spoon fed information after information after information. Now it's almost like a requirement. It's like we need the info.
Right. It's like that, your next fix, whatever your addiction is, it could be like you got to get your next your next high is, I got to get the next bit of information to keep me going. I got the
Right.
last bit, now I need more. I need more. I need more. When
Right. And they
when
touch on so many subjects that it's
right,
like, where do
especially
you
especially when they give us all the information that they could legally give us. I don't know if y'all
and it's
caught that part where he said legally.
not
Like,
all
you
that
can't.
was there.
Correct. Like there's more information, but all they could say legally today was exactly what they said, and they fought to say what they said today. So, and just gotta follow the process, trust the process, trust the leadership, and if
And
you listen,
that's my biggest thing is like, if you do not believe, then what is your purpose in being here? Like why? Like why stay here to specifically try your hardest to mess up something that you can't? It's like what is your purpose going to be at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like what do you get out of this? Who sent you? You know what I mean? Like I have questions. Just like go ahead and break it down for me.
Business Commando said, "Wow, it's bedtime here, but after that, I'm ready to go again."
Look,
There
if
you go.
that did not amp you up, that means that you're not really with this movement. That told me so many different things without even really telling me anything at the same time. It's like that's what that was supposed to do. I feel like that's pretty much what the press release was supposed to do. It was supposed to tell you like, hey, there's something here, guys. We can't say specifically, and a lot of these details are kind of vague, but it's like, hey, just tune in for this. I'm telling you, it's something that you guys are definitely going to benefit from. Why else would they spend their time going to make this happen?
Very true. Recap on the news.
If you want to break down anything that you felt like was different, I feel like really they were just reviewing the press release, the information that was disclosed within the press release, and then from the information that we got disclosed from the press release, we also we got their opinions on how people really should have absorbed and took that information.
Most definitely. Yes, we found out that like I just said, they gave us the most that they could legally say. That there's more information to come. It's just got to come at a later time. So, but also they said, the expectations of, we got to realize that Russ and the development team, like they said, these marketing things that we're doing, going out and doing, that's coming out of the developed team's wallet, their personal wallets, like their own bank accounts. So, man, you got to realize that this team is working so dang hard for us and doing so much for us in just 6 months that we've it's like it's been said, we kind of become a little spoiled.
Hey, real quick, hey Stacker, you're hilarious. You've never seen him fight.
Just watch Javante Davis beat
The
the
only
crap
reason
out
I'm saying this is because I like Vern knows I like boxing. Boxing is my thing. You know what I mean? So that's my I like this atmosphere. I would have loved to have been there point blank period. Like this would have been amazing. I probably would have fainted the initial like 5 minutes of being there. But after I got over that cold sweat, I would have been dude, like I don't know, dude. Like boxing, I think that might be my thing. Like if I met Mike Tyson, like that's critical. If I meet Floyd Mayweather, that's critical.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Critical. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is certain people in the game. But what's going on, say Thomas Stacker, man? I appreciate you making your presence known like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he definitely is next. Look who his mentor is. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Clear stuff.
Yeah, the dude's power is amazing, and the fact that he had like his best punch is like his uppercut. That left uppercut he has, man, that lays people, that sits them down real quick.
0 to 100.
Facts,
man. But yeah, definitely. That's going to be not only is it just exciting to watch, so I feel like they just benefited from what? How many holders do we have? Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's not guess. 266,799. Maybe if I refresh, it's probably 800. Just going to be honest with you. So that many people are now interested in buying a fight, even if they're hating on the news and they just recently sold. They're still going to buy the fight just so they can watch it and hate on the news, which they're more than welcome to because that's going to drive revenue, which people are going to see from Saitama. The additional revenue was made from that. So feel free to tune in. I might have to tune in. I might have to.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do my best to watch that fight.
Yeah, I might have to tune in, man.
I might have to go ahead and just splurge and get that pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I've pretty much taken down what was essentially the dining room and made this into like the streaming lab. So I think there's going to be a TV somewhere. So just for situations like that.
There you go.
But ladies and gentlemen, I honestly feel like there is not a better way to end tonight than on the note of having Michael Thompson and Terry Briggs on here. Like seriously. I think that's how you end it, how you bring it to a close and wrap that up. So Justin, what do you got for me, man?
Man, what a night. Anytime you get to hear Michael Thompson and Terry Briggs in the same night is going to be a good time. I'm just letting you know that right now. And so we got to listen to both of them. We actually had a lot of good conversations tonight in the chat. It was a night where, it happened things were a little different. We were expecting some Twitter spaces or some Discord, or is it actually, it is on Twitter space, but we definitely got some good information and definitely got a lot of good questions that I need to go find some answers to for chat. But man, it's a good time to be in the Wolf Pack. It's fun times to be in the Wolf Pack. It's still so dang early. So just remember that. I mean, our use case isn't even out yet. And so this weekend is going to be massive for the Wolfpack, being a part of the fight, being a part of the Mayweather promotion team, and all the information that's still to come. That's the crazy part is that we got some big news, and there's still more big news to come. So, man, it is exciting times, and man, I can't wait. But I will leave y'all like I leave my football team every night. 2 things in this world you can control at all times: attitude and effort. Stay positive, give 110% in everything you do. Chat, I'll see y'all tomorrow in the midday mix-up. See y'all live at noon, 12 Central Standard Time. Until then, I'm just a man. Love y'all. Peace.
Yep. And I think a lot of people are saying that as far as not getting the fight until they heard about that. Me personally, definitely would have been one I was gonna watch anyway. And appreciate that, DJ. Definitely appreciate you, man, for tuning in every single time that you do tune in. Everybody that applies to you also, I appreciate anybody who tunes in at any given time. Sorry about my squeaker in the background. Hopefully she gets that fruit snack she's looking for. But other than that, guys, I really have appreciated all of this and the time you guys have spent with me. Out the information that I grabs, guys, I'm going to keep coming with it, guys. I'm only going to come with factual information. Allow me to do my homework on a couple other things and kind of wrap up some things, dot some I's, cross some T's, so that I can make sure I have everything covered on my basis. And I will get back with you guys. In the meantime, in between time, you guys keep